I hit record and you took too long. Go ahead.
I don't want to use that part
Try it
because you
again.
can see my T-shirt on my costume.
No, who cares?
4, 3, 2.
Theme song.
No. You gotta wait for me to go.
Oh. Theme song.
Count them down.
Good night.
No, don't.
Ruin it. If that would be sick.
Welcome to the Mega64 podcast live.
No, this is pre-recorded.
Oh, well.
Everything went so swimmingly that I think they're on to us. They figured it out.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded.
This is all planned.
So you're probably wondering what's going on. Is this a new set? Our podcast set. We're in a heck of a pickle, guys.
This is a series of unfortunate events.
Yes.
It's the perfect storm, like the movie.
We're not talking Lemony Snicket. We're talking our podcast.
We're just like George Clooney in the perfect storm.
I'm just like him.
He's just like you for real.
Do you know the other two, Sean?
What?
Do you know the other two dudes?
Mark Wahlberg and Steve Granopoulos.
I think John C. Reilly was in it. I don't know.
Steve Granopoulos.
I don't know who is that.
In Perfect Storm, the three dudes.
Milo Yiannopoulos? What are you saying?
I have no idea who Steve Granopoulos is.
It sounded like you made it up.
I don't know either. It sounds right to me.
No kidding.
So first off, this podcast feels temperature-wise like a podcast on the arcade set. It is
oh yeah,
fucking hot.
Maybe people will watch this and go, "Oh, they're so much comfier."
Yeah.
Wasn't the set we always hear? I like the arcade set better because it was just so much comfier. Meanwhile, we're sitting on rock hard rubber seats in 98-degree weather every week, going, "Get me the fuck out of this room."
And so the benefit of moving into this new studio was, we have actual air conditioning, which is revolutionary.
Godlike.
That fucking amazing. Then, we have our whole setup. It's nice.
Yeah.
Something happened where they're replacing the roof on our building.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. It's made working here the last week a
Oh,
little
boy.
difficult.
Yeah.
Because we're doing
boy.
a meeting and it's just every 10 seconds. Like, I just can't. Okay. So it's a lot.
I like it.
But on the weekend, it's gonna be like, hey, you know what? It's fine, whatever. But that means since they're doing that, they had to remove all the AC equipment, so we have no AC on our roof.
There's also rocks everywhere.
There's rocks everywhere.
And then on top of that, we have a I don't know if anyone out there believes in like the other side or spirituality.
Okay.
But there is a ongoing curse that whatever computer we stream our podcast from, it's like it develops its own operating system, demonic operating system, where it's a version of Windows where everything is broken
Demon
and
OS.
alternate from what it should be, and it's just dying on us. This is a brand new PC, and it is dying. So we have a million options, but not right now. We could all piled into another office, but there's no AC, and it's a stuffy nightmare. So we're doing our best.
So our computer died. We don't have AC anywhere, and we are now in the one room in the studio where it is 20 degrees hotter than
anywhere
any
else.
other place in the studio.
All the insulation has been ripped away up here.
And the one
so the
saving
full
grace,
day's sun has been just warming it because the insulation.
And there is absolutely no insulation. It's just wood up there. And there's just no protection. So it is like
it normally doesn't get this hot.
Here. Yeah. No,
it wouldn't be this hot unless they were re-roofing.
Yes.
It's 100 degrees in here, and then one saving grace is there is one trap door out into the world. Open it up, get some fresh air in here. Yeah. Oh, the whole roof is covered in plastic.
They sealed it up.
We are cooking. We are cooking in here.
Me and Johnny told Sean to cut it.
Every option was fucked.
Every option.
Why can't we poke holes in it?
I just felt, it's not my tarp.
We could.
And a couple holes isn't going to do much.
What if it's a health
blame
concern?
The birds.
The birds poke the hole.
Yeah, I don't
know.
know.
On top of all that, this is the 1 week. I am always in t-shirt and shorts, and this is the 1 week I'm like, I've got a lightsaber training tunic.
Dude, this is out of it. You're in full
cotton. There's a lot of people talking. Jenny Nicholson finally put out her Galactic Star Cruiser 4-hour documentary.
What?
and I wanted to talk about that.
You don't have to wear.
Oh, like you didn't watch it? Please. Everyone watched it.
I was watching the Padres.
I'm not going to talk about that. I was going to say, if you don't talk about the Padres, I won't talk about the Star Cruiser documentary, but nah, I'm talking about it.
God damn it.
I'm talking about it. Anyway, but yeah, this is the one time I'm wearing long. This just sucks.
You literally don't need to be wearing this.
I do though.
Take it off.
Because it
This is
fits
such a
what,
needless
it fits what I'm
problem.
going to talk about later.
It's a theme.
We didn't get at all to talk about May the 4th be with you.
No, we already did.
No,
We talked about it.
Maybe you did.
Yeah.
I didn't. And
Where
I
were
need
you?
a lot of time to
Where
do
were
it.
you?
You go back to that podcast. You should watch
I
it.
was celebrating May the 4th be with you.
Mm.
See, you guys didn't do that. So whatever you say is null and void. I had stories to tell.
Uh-huh.
So and that's why I dressed up to do it. You guys aren't at that level of commitment. That doesn't mean I should be punished. Thank you. I said my piece. Thank you.
Did we see a theme song already?
We did right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Like,
did.
Downstairs,
Oh.
I think.
I missed too hot.
Hey, everybody. Mega64 Day, June 4th. Join us for a celebration of Mega64's 21st year
Hell
of
yeah.
operation. That's right. We made it 21 years.
21
Yes.
years. Mega64 can now legally drink.
Finally.
Kevin,
Yeah, I'm
bottoms up. Buddy.
not doing that.
Didn't
Oh,
see that
okay.
coming.
So we have got a whole day of streaming planned for you. We're going on adventures that day. Stay
Yeah.
tuned. When we announce the schedule,
I'm
you're going
so
to see.
excited.
We're going on adventures that day. We're going to be interacting a ton with the chat. We're going to be hanging in our studio, obviously, but we're going to be interacting with the chat, a whole day stream. We might even write another skit with your support, with your help.
Oh,
Some people
no.
seemed to like that last year.
Yeah, some people did. Some people
Are still being made
What?
fun of for
Oh,
it.
dang.
get shit still. Oh, you were the Golem guy.
I think there's
Oh,
still
you
mustard.
did the toilet dip.
I think there's still mustard on our wall from that
Is it
video.
really?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, there may be more mustard. There will be, but there will be ketchup. Tune in June 4th, Tuesday, June 4th. See, we put out a graphic that said Monday. That was a test. The true fans are going to figure it out, and they'll be there for the right day. When we come into the office Monday and there's people go, I'm waiting for the stream, we're going to know.
Got ya.
Normies.
That's
You
what I'll
didn't
say.
you didn't check your calendar and mark it on your calendar. Here's a stream for the normies, and it's just going to be like an NPR bullshit session. like
Just
Tim-
milk toast,
Milk
like
toast.
put you to
Oh, here's
sleep.
what I thought of the new
Okay.
Boy Genius album. Whatever. That's it. And that's
No.
it.
Sounds
That
sick.
felt targeted.
But Tuesday, you're gonna get the freaks. That's the stream you want to tune in
The
for.
freaks.
We're gonna get nasty.
We
Yeah.
got nasty last time, and I didn't like it.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest
loved
with
it.
you.
Yeah.
So we'll see what
It's
happens.
whatever they
Anyway,
want. Maybe
I-
they're feeling nasty again.
Maybe they're. Hopefully they're not.
Hopefully not.
they're more kind to me.
Well, June 4th, tune in. Anyway,
What if it's worse?
I don't know,
yeah, who
dude.
knows?
I mean, you don't know the depths of this audience.
I don't.
They're sick.
Well, maybe
they're
they'll
twisted.
torture someone else. You know?
All
Who
right.
do you think is the sickest member of our audience?
Garrett.
I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
oh,
Oh,
Wait, what?
Whoa,
What the
whoa,
fuck, bro?
whoa.
What is that? What is that?
Dude,
Uh-oh.
audience.
I think
What's
it's
that all
still.
about?
I think Huguenot still takes the cake.
Oh yeah, he's a freak. Yeah,
American Psycho, Huguenot takes the cake.
yeah, I agree.
Backwards, that's tongue. You can't trust that. Anyway, yeah. I wasn't on last week, or when was the last one we did? It wasn't last week.
Last week was
week
Mother's Day.
Did you guys do any fun Mother's Day stuff?
No.
Okay, so someone,
all right.
Yeah, I
fuck
did.
you to mom, I guess.
No, I gave her a card, but I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I gave
That's
her.
not
You didn't
fun.
do any cool shit?
No.
Like, mom, here's a massage or something?
No.
You guys massage your
I think
moms on Mother's Day?
card, man. I said some nice words in a
No,
card.
Nice words in a
I
card.
did-
That's
hey,
all you gotta
yes.
do. Yeah.
Yo,
That
that
birth to you.
hold on a sec. The massage thing hit weird because I just had like an unlocked memory. I think I used to definitely give my mom massages when I was like,
That's
when
your
I was
mother.
like, you know,
should.
it's like 12. Like, mom, you want
12?
a back rub? You
No,
know?
no, not my parts.
Yeah, I
The
was
part-
like 22, and no. I think
You never gave your mom a back rub when you were like a little kid? That was just me.
I don't remember
I
that.
think
No.
I stabbed my grandma.
No.
What
Okay.
the fuck, bro?
No, because I
Right.
think she was sitting there once, and I
Hell
thought
yeah.
it'd be funny, like with a toy or something, and I think it like really hurt her.
I'm coming from a
I
place
have,
of
I have this
love.
vague memory of like having a sharp sword or something, and
Mm.
Apes
and it
gonna
was
be
like,
so
whoa,
mad.
don't do that. You would have stabbed me.
You did it for Slender Man.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
that's what I did.
shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, Mother's Day for me is the day to celebrate Ginny, and I'll call my mom maybe. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
beyond
Mom.
this now.
Yep.
Like this is I'm not doing this.
A Hallmark holiday.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned. Okay.
Well, yeah, where it's like, my wife is the mother of my life now, and my mom. Okay, thanks. See ya. I don't care.
Do you guys have to
No
call
card.
your
You
grandma?
guys are
No card for me.
You guys are fucked.
You know what? I did call my grandma this year.
My mom like
I don't have a
forces me to
grandma.
call my grandma.
I normally don't, but I did.
She got really confused because my mom like held the phone up to her and it was my photo and she thought it was FaceTime and she kept the whole
You're
time
talking to her?
Yeah, she kept being like, Jonathan, why are you not moving?
But-
How are you doing that, Jonathan? I'm like, I'm not on FaceTime.
With my parents, like on Mother's Day or Father's Day, they kind of, I think each kind of pick a thing they want to do. And so
Yeah.
like my mom wanted to do like a family Disneyland day. We did that.
Oh,
And
that's
then,
cool.
my dad, it'll be like, my dad will literally, there was one, I don't know how many years ago where he was just like, yo, there's this huge record store. It's kind of a drive. I never get to go there. Can you guys just all go with me? They have like vintage stuff.
Cool.
That's cool.
And we look at, you know what I mean? Just like stuff like that. Like we pick one thing and have a dinner and that's it. And like, what do they want to do?
Mm-hmm.
We treat it, that's what we do.
Yeah. Well,
So to see you guys just call and go like, right.
My parents were out of town.
Dude.
Like it wasn't convenient.
yeah. I mean,
I brought
I-
my mom flowers.
I stopped
nice.
by.
I know.
wow.
There you go, Meg.
Yeah.
I stopped by like Wednesday.
Yeah. I don't know.
Threw a
Sounds like
card.
a lot.
Threw her card out. I don't know. It was nice. It was nice to have Sunday off.
Yeah. I called my mom. She didn't answer. Hasn't called me back. That's the end.
Oh, well.
That's as far as it goes.
Sean,
Like,
you have a different relationship with your mother.
I
than
guess
most
so,
of
but
us.
it's just like, I said it in the message. I think that's good enough.
Yeah,
We're done.
there you go.
Yeah.
But you
But
know-
then like Jenny, we went to we went to a nice walk. We got some lunch. We went to a San Diego Wave game, which is super fun. So we did a whole day with her. It was great.
Cool.
Very
Alright.
cool. Yeah.
Do you guys get your parents like gifts? Not on, it sounds like not on Mother's Day or Father's Day, but like
Back
on,
massages.
on their birthday.
Yeah.
I find that I don't really give my parents gifts. Like, again, we'll do the stuff like we did on Mother's Day, whatever, but I don't give them gifts. And then on Christmas, I go ham and I give them like something.
I give them something on their birthday
I
and
never really on
Christmas.
their birthday. I give them like a card on their birthday, but
Mhm.
somehow it turned into like we get like we save the gifts and then on Christmas we go like
We started
Crazy.
doing like
Yeah.
a white elephant present thing at my dad's house for Christmas, and that
Okay.
kind of like encompasses all the gifts.
Yeah.
What
I'll
a
do that
relief.
stuff for that. It is. It honestly is, because it's enough. It's enough.
Mm.
So yeah, that's what we kind of do. So I don't think I get my dad like a straight up gift often. Sometimes,
Yeah.
a special occasion
Yeah.
or something like that.
Sure,
but
sure,
For the most part,
yeah.
no.
I just my go-to is I just bake my parents something for their birthday.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do that every year. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
we want a cake. What kind of cake you want?
Yeah.
Dude, I can't even focus. This could be the worst podcast we've ever done, or the best.
I'm
Like,
dripping.
so hot. Are you dripping?
Worse than eating that stack
That
of hot.
stack of hot chips.
doing
chips.
fine.
Yeah.
You're wearing
I'm
all
dripping.
the layers. You're like bandaged arms.
I feel good.
I think he's
I do
closest to the
not
fan.
feel good.
I'm just like constant,
is
I'm just
close.
like chilling.
We
It's a state
did
of mind.
release
Is my
another.
mic loud enough? Is everybody at home can hear it? I was hearing it was low. And
Yeah,
people
you gotta-
wanna hear, they want to hear me the most. So.
Sean and Rocco got to get on their mics closer. We can get away with being far. But
Okay.
We've released 2 videos since our last podcast. I think.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, I think at least.
I
Yeah. Did you guys talk about Armed and Gelatinous?
That we did talk about.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
super fun. Yeah.
a lot of
Mhm.
fun.
But then we did the other one, the Star. What's the fucking game? Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade video.
Yeah.
Censorship.
Censorship. Yeah, and then our other one that's starring Garrett here.
Oh my! My little Campion's a movie star.
Dude,
Oh,
what
yeah,
I've
yeah,
been
yeah.
told. What was the takeaway from that other than like, man, what a photogenic dog? Like I got so many comments. People
Really?
reached out.
Yeah, I think they were all just like, "Damn, he fucks that dog."
Yeah.
That's cool.
a lot of people in the comments were like, "Well, did he fuck the dog or not?" It's like that is up to your interpretation.
Yeah, right. This is what good art does. It creates a conversation.
I honestly, I see Campion now often once a week when we work out.
Yeah.
And that dog I fucking love that dog.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
he is so sweet and always like when Garrett is like doing a bench press, Campion will Garrett calls it surfing. He'll jump on Garrett's chest and like just like ride it when like he's like lifting the weight. It's so funny. But when it came to be in the video, I've never seen a more like dog ready for the camera. He was just like, "Go ahead." I'm just gonna stare at the camera. Go ahead and film this.
That dog was a great actor. It was unbelievable how
super chill.
I mean, I couldn't believe the footage.
We were
how
just
did you
like-
get the dog to do that?
We're just laughing when we were hitting record, and it's like it looks like he's judging Derek by his face. He's like scowling, like, what's your fucking problem?
Yeah.
It's so funny.
He starts to like fall asleep in your arms sometimes if you hold him like that. And I think we were on like, the third or fourth take, and then he just starts kind of like looking dopier and sillier. And then it was giving this like disapproval to Derek, like, hey man, don't blow up my spot. And I clarified on the PPS this week, but I think the headcanon for this character I'm playing is that the dog, there's dog fucking, but the dog's fucking him.
Yeah, the dog's the top.
Thank you, Meg. That's what that's the vocabulary I was looking for.
Okay, that's your headcanon.
That's I think that's what's going on there.
But you don't know for sure.
No. Wouldn't know a thing about it.
Well, let's back up a little bit. So 2 videos came out, that one and then the Stellar Blade video. And again, this was another thing where they kind of happened at the same time. Derek approached us with the idea. And by the way, too, if you guys have been missing Derek kind of giving you the behind the scenes from his perspective, or like this was a concept he brought to the table for sure. This was him. He has been posting like on his Twitter and stuff like that, like notes and things like, hey, here's some notes I took on this video. Or sometimes it's like, sometimes he'll bring in a script. Like, hey, I kind of wrote a script. See what you guys think. And he'll post that early version of the script to show you what changed and stuff like that. He's been posting that on there and it's great.
Yeah. It's
so
really
by
cool.
all means, check that out. And there's even some things that I did not remember already. Like we were all there and I forgot. For example, he came in and was like, I went to a class where they were, this woman was showing us something on YouTube and I'm just staring at her recommendations. And it wasn't anything super embarrassing, but it was all like makeup tutorials or like, how to hide if your hair's thinning or something, something like that, where it's just like, oh, we are kind of seeing what she looks up.
Yeah, we're seeing that. Yeah.
That is kind of funny. And Derek was like, I think it'd be funny to just have a video where like, you're kind of just looking at that. Like someone showing you a video. And then I guess I said, what, like fucking a dog or something? Like how to fuck a dog or something. He put in the notes that he was like, Rocco suggested that. And it's like, I don't even remember doing that.
Yeah,
So,
I don't remember
thank
doing
you. Yeah, all right. I'll take credit for that. For dog fucking. What were you saying? Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that so a lot of times, I was going to say I was telling Derek that YouTube recommendation thing, everyone has that.
Yeah.
But no one, as far as I know, has made a video discussing like how you can get fucked over by someone that you didn't even theoretically do.
Yeah.
I like how Garrett is in Derek's mind is instantly guilty of this crime.
Yeah.
But it's like, but did he even do it? Like this was just recommendation.
It's just
to him. Like,
recommendation.
who knows why
Yeah.
that was recommended to him?
Why does YouTube even allow that kind of content? That's what I want to know.
I love. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever I'm in my office and I can hear someone in the editing room by themselves laughing, I know I'm in for a good time. And Derek making all those thumbnails, he was just laughing like hysterically to himself the entire time. Like, it was so fucking funny.
Yeah, I kept hearing him crack up and I didn't know why. And it was like, oh, he had to make 50 fucking thumbnails.
Thumbnails and about how dog sex is crazy.
Dog
good.
sex is crazy.
I think my
What
favorite.
were you saying, Garrett? Sorry.
I think my favorite is dog sex makes you a better soldier.
That one was good.
Exactly.
And it's like the army dude with like the tactical gear. It's so good.
So anyway, he brought in this idea. He's like, I think it'd be great to do this video. Like, I'll do like a script. You guys care if we move on that? And it was like, no, that sounds like a really funny idea. And it, it's relatively simple to set up. Okay,
Love that.
Cool. But around that same time, I was like, well, just so everyone knows, like everyone online is blowing a gasket over, like they may have partially censored some costumes in the Stellar Blade game. Like the girl, like she's wearing a swimsuit and they may have slightly altered the swimsuit and people are talking like it's one thing like, okay, people are complaining about that. But then there are people that are like using World War III terminology. And I thought it was so funny. So I'm like, I really would like to do something on that too. If you don't mind, then I'll kind of, I'll write something up for that if that's cool with you guys. And then I brought that in and it was just kind of like, well, that's more urgent since everyone's talking about that right now. So we kind of staggered them. Like we filmed a part that was cinematic for the dog thing. And then my feeling was just, it's been a while since we've had a scuffed video, meaning, you know, I like doing different types of videos. I like the ones where it's like, wow, really good shots. Wow, that's, you know, the shining shot is in the dog video.
Yeah.
But I also like doing videos. That was amazing. But then I also like doing videos where it looks like some idiot edited it himself. The camera is falling off the tripod.
Misspellings and stuff.
It's backing up and the cable from the mic is getting more taut
I love the
whole
SingStar
time.
mic is so great.
Yeah. So it's like we haven't done a scuffed video in a long time. So that'll be cool. We kind of have both in the works. Get the little taste of both.
Yeah.
And so but it was just like, okay, let's get the Stellar Blade one out first because that is, we don't, want to miss the window on everyone talking about that. And then the dog one can be later. We're trying to do something every 2 weeks. What's funny is that we were like, oh, if we get the Stellar Blade one out now, then that gives us 2 weeks to finish the dog one.
Yeah.
And then it was the night before the next Wednesday, and Derek is here late. All right, it's done being edited. I finished editing it, and it was like, this isn't coming out tomorrow. What? Yeah, it's not. We have another week. I stayed to. It's done. Yeah, let's put it out tomorrow. Okay, great. Yeah,
I was wondering, yeah.
We were like, everyone was like, wait, when did we say this was coming out? Well, it's done now.
Yeah, put it
then
out.
it will come out tomorrow.
Let's
okay.
put it out.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
sit
yeah.
on it for a week?
So it worked
Right.
out. It worked out great.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was so yeah, we did both.
You honestly look at the last 3 videos, the Armed and Gelatinous, this one, and then the dog fucking one.
Yeah.
And they are the fact that it's the same group makes no sense.
But that's what I love.
Yeah.
Is that I love, I mean, I said this to Derek too, and we both agreed. It's like, it probably works to our detriment in the YouTube algorithm or whatever.
Right.
But I love that you subscribe to one channel and it's like, yeah, a competition video and then this fucked up rant about
Censorship.
bathing suits in a video game. And then the next week, a cinematic short about dog fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be...
Zoophilia, let's
I would
just be
subscribe
civil
to that
about it.
channel.
Yeah, me too.
Please.
Someone in the chat was asking about my name and that thing of Michael Slowbender. I was so upset with myself the day the video came out. I'm like, why wasn't I should have suggested Michael Slow Straightener. What the fuck is wrong with me? I was like, that's way better, I think. You don't think so?
You got it.
I think Slowbender is better.
Slowbender's funny.
It's funny, but it's
not as good. It's not as good as Topher Great Payans instead of Chris Dane Owens, but it's good.
All right. Slowbender is funnier. All right, cool. I'm glad. Okay. All right.
Slowbender.
Because I felt bad about myself.
But yeah, that dog video, really the hardest part of it, it was just a naturally funny idea. Derek took charge of that. Johnny helped shoot it with him. And it turned out really, really great.
Hardest part of it, working with a dog. You got to beat those fucking animals.
Oh, come on, Garrett. No way.
You got to just...
you should see Garrett with that fucking dog.
Spare the rod, spoil the puppy dog.
It just took a lot of electricity to get that dog to act that way.
Yeah.
I still think back to that all the time. I know I brought it up before, but what changed my perspective on animals forever? I never thought about animals or, I'm not an animal guy. I'm just like, whatever. Never thought about their well-being until we were, nothing against that, but you know what I mean.
You had dogs though.
Something on my mind until, in terms of general animal rights, until we were at the fair that one time and it was your ex at the time. I mean, they weren't your ex at that moment, but they are now.
I understand. Yes.
You're not married to them.
I figured this out.
And I remember
keep going.
She was like, oh, you can ride an elephant here. Gosh, I wonder how they train the elephants to do that. And the guy who worked there was like, damn, man, a lot of electricity. And it was like,
oh my God.
Oh, no.
and I was like militarized after
Yeah,
that.
it
I was
was
like,
like,
oh, animals and entertainment. I'm done.
Fuck all this.
we don't need
It
to
took
see.
just that moment.
Don't need to ride an animal.
This guy with 3 teeth going, a lot of
Dude,
electricity.
he started
A
listening to
lot
Earth
of
Crisis.
electricity. It was like,
Yeah.
well,
And then
I'll
you
never
say,
do that.
oh, this elephant's job is just to walk around in circles like dumb kids ride it.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
worst.
He said that,
the
and then
worst.
out of focus in the background, I'm seeing this lumbering elephant.
Poor elephant.
Oh.
It was like, well, I am forever changed. Thank you, sir, for telling me that.
Thank
Yeah, I don't think
you.
they do that anymore, right?
I don't see it there.
I don't
No,
see it.
I don't either, actually.
I don't see any more animal riding stuff like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did when I was
Because
a
I think
kid.
they're all these people who would do that are covering their tracks that they'll never get caught at what they did to these animals.
Yeah, probably, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
Wild.
But-
But no, you're right, Sean. I baby the boy.
You do. You do.
But he had a good time. We took him on a real long walk, got him real tired. I think that was the perfect format for coming over.
Before filming.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then he would
Get all
just
the
sit in the
energy out.
chair and hang out, or like let me hold him and hang out.
You know what's funny is that like we didn't know who was going to be in the video really until the day we were shooting it, and it was like, okay, Derek will be the guy who catches the person watching the videos, but like who will it be? And then it's like, it makes sense. Like Campion was with Garrett. Like that makes total sense. And I couldn't. Thank God Garrett was in that video. You were so funny in that video,
thanks.
Garrett.
Yeah.
Well,
And like all the comments are saying what a great actor you are. You did master acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I will say Derek has such a good way of bringing a performance out of me.
Mm.
I think I talked about this, forgive me if you heard it on the PPS, but like the on-set experience that he has from just doing the commercial work he does and all the stuff with us, he brings that as an actor to like the director's role and can really like draw a performance that I'm super happy with. Whereas normally, you know, I'm a little going in a little apprehensive, especially on a video like this, given the subject matter. But I felt like, oh, this is going to be great. Like we rehearsed a couple times. There wasn't a lot of dialogue in there.
No, but we did it all in one take, which I actually was really happy with.
It was great because it was basically like Johnny and Derek like in that little editing room, like setting up 2 cameras, right?
Yeah. And then, but you know, there's a moment. There's a clock in the background.
Yeah.
And the fact that the clock is like there's continuity with the clock,
The correct
the
time,
time
yeah.
doesn't. You see the time change.
Yeah.
That's not
in the
movie
sense of,
magic.
like it actually changes. No, like that.
Sometimes you have to on set redress
Right.
a clock
but
like
it was
that
just
over
they
and
used
over
the
again,
same
yeah.
take, so it does like
that's
chronologically
perfect.
work, which I liked a lot.
Yeah, the lighting and everything in that environment, and I think like the dryness of it all fits like so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super fun to make.
Johnny, anything you want to add to?
I was just happy I could do that Shining shot.
I was
that-
there for
I
when you
was-
were working that out.
Yeah, I was like, I kind of had to beg. I was like, Derek, please let me do it. And he was like, all right, fine. But then he wrote in his thing that like, I guess I didn't know this during editing.
Yeah.
The original shot went way too long. And he
It-
was
it
like,
went a long time.
he was like so happy I got that shot afterwards. He's like, thank God.
Because
I
you could
cut
cut
something."
directly to that.
Yeah.
It worked out great.
But yeah, we use the Lumix cameras that we usually use for the podcast to get the kind of back and forth. And I thought that looked so good. Like I was really surprised. I didn't think it was going to cut with our main camera, but
No, we figured the
Yeah,
settings.
I almost thought it looked better.
Yeah, and it was weird because we used the main camera just for audio capturing.
Yeah.
Which is weird. We never done that before either, but that worked out. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that video turned out really, really good. So I was really stoked about that.
Do I show that one to my parents?
Yeah.
Like that's so.
Yeah.
They said they saw the thumbnail, but does that mean like
They
I
clicked-
didn't ask anymore?
They
You know
clicked
what?
on
If
it.
they
Oh,
they
yeah.
saw that thumbnail, they would have. It's you and your dog. They clicked
Exactly.
on it,
Oh,
and they
look at
didn't know
Garrett
what
and
to
his
say.
dog.
But
I'm gonna
you know what,
click on
though?
that.
I think my mom thinks an Instagram post is a thumbnail because I posted a picture of the dog that morning,
Okay.
and I was like, "Oh no, no, we do the videos on YouTube."
Hmm.
But I'm afraid to send her the link. I don't know.
But
Yeah.
you
Just don't.
But you don't say you fucked the dog.
It's just
Yeah.
it's
You
my
say
mother.
You say you don't want to have sex with the dogs.
The dogs.
That's my sweet mother I'm talking about, though. Why even?
Just give her a massage afterwards.
If she finds it, stop it. Stop it, Kevin.
For the record, I've never done that for my mom. I just
No.
thought
No.
it would be a fun question.
Well, thanks for backing me up, everyone. All right?
Throw her under the mom bus.
Jesus Christ.
real
The
quick-
Freud's boys are going to be feeding good tonight.
So I want to talk about the video before that, the Stellar Blade video. It had been a long time since we got that much hate on every site we posted this video on, where it was just every second checking mentions, and it was just fuck you guys, you've fallen. Mega64 has fallen. They were treating us like Cracker Barrel, frankly. If you don't know, Cracker Barrel has fallen.
Sad day.
They went woke when they
We went
added
Bud Light.
vegan options to the menu.
Yeah, we went full Bud Light.
Full Bud Light.
And no, I'm very happy with the reaction. I mean, I think the people who got it, and the reaction was very positive. Honestly,
Yes.
it was just we caught strays. We caught people who aren't.
well, people that we were maybe commenting on
Yeah.
For sure.
found the video, and they were already riled up because of the
Yeah.
changes in the game, and so now they're more mad.
But it's really crazy to me because, first of all, we did the same video 8 years ago. Dead or Alive Extreme 3 isn't coming to the US.
It was that long
We're
ago?
being
Yeah.
censored. We're being censored. They're not letting us be free, whatever. And we did the same thing.
Sex strike, man.
I was
And-
so happy. So Frank was, I don't know where, he was somewhere, not in town though.
Uh-huh.
But with the format that you came up with for this video, Frank could still be in the video just by
Yeah.
sending it on his phone. I was
Yeah.
so happy we got Frank back because he was an integral part of the last one.
Yeah.
So I was really happy he'd be in this one.
That's what I thought would make it simple too. Is like it's all What to me inspired this video was people were mad about Stellar Blade, some of the suits being slightly censored or cropped, or like, oh, it covers her butt a little bit, slightly more than it did. Which from the get go, I didn't think. I was like, well, there's other costumes that are worse than these, and those aren't being censored.
Mhm.
So to me, it just seemed like a creative choice to me.
Yeah.
And now the creator of the game is saying it is. So who are we listening to at this point? The creator of the game is saying it's fine. So I don't know.
I mean, they
But-
start you with a nude suit. That beat your shit to that.
Yeah.
It's free.
You
The
can
beginning.
literally go into the menu and turn
Yeah.
her costume off where it's a like skin suit.
Yeah, me and
And
Brian
it's like
did it right away.
Riskiest one.
Yeah, it's everything's
not
jiggling
enough.
around and it's fucking awesome.
But that, whatever.
So why are they complaining? Anyway,
But like with both of those videos, I'm just gonna say on my end, I'm being real. I wanted Dead or Alive Extreme 3 to come to the US. I was on those guys' side.
yeah, that's true.
But the terminology that people use when they use the words they use, they make it sound like, like it's apocalyptic. I always think that's funny.
Yeah,
To see it that demonstration being used on a game like that. You know what I mean? That to me is the whole joke. And so same with this one. I didn't want them to change those costumes. I'm with you. Keep them the same. But this video literally opens with the PS5 is the Auschwitz of game consoles. Like these are that is such an insane thing to say. That's the comedy is like they talk. And I feel like that's what we've always made fun of in Mega64 is like extreme shit.
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but when you walk through a crowd of people, he's going against people to walk through the crowd.
yeah, it's goofy.
Why is he doing that? So our video makes fun of that. So I don't think this video is any different than any of our other videos. But yeah, of course they got posted. You've gone woke. They went goddamn woke. And it's like, it did the same video a decade ago.
We were
I
woke.
don't know.
We were woke before that was even a term. That's how woke we were.
Yeah, you didn't even know.
We didn't even know that we were woke until we've always been this way.
8 years ago.
So anyway, so it just seemed like what, and I was getting DMs from like game developers that were just like,
Really?
don't support censorship, dude. It's like,
What?
I don't think we ever said we did.
This is a comedy sketch.
Yeah. And but anyway, so all I was going to say was the inspiration for this was going on so people set up a petition to protest what this was happening to the game,
Mhm.
and you could upload your video. And when I looked through them, it was Garrett's character. It was, yeah, man, it's been a long time. There's no characters to beat off to anymore.
It's like
that was
Demonius
one
X
video.
type shit.
There was another guy using that like Holocaust terminology, which was like, oh my God, don't do that.
The videos were crazy. It was
Yeah.
everyone outing themselves as like a goblin mode,
So those were real videos that I saw on the website. So
Yeah.
that was why I said, let's do it as iPhone videos. And we
Yeah.
all say something equally insane.
Mhm.
And then that'll be the whole video. And then, so that's all it was. And no one even asked our real thoughts or opinions on anything. It was just, they love censorship. Okay. That's what you took from it. Then all right. But anyway, it was
Well, I
fun.
told that we were like, one of the comments was wild. It was something like, not surprising they're this way because they're like one of the Hollywood elites and they're always at like Hollywood parties.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm like,
You
I
know
am?
it.
Like,
Yeah.
are you really? Like, I've made it? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you're here.
Jeez.
Rubbing
wow.
elbows with the elite.
I feel pretty elite.
Yeah.
Me
I was-
and,
yeah.
Chris Pine hang out all the time.
Oh,
Me
yeah,
and the
yeah,
elites. I don't know why his suits are him.
Well, we had the real Kevin Spacey in the video. That
That's
so in that
true.
sense,
That's
it was.
true. That's true.
We were Justin Silverman is in the video. We were going to ask him to actually play somebody else. I don't even know if I should go into that, but whatever. We were going to ask him to play a different character, different guy. And then it was like, oh, you know what? This role would be funnier if it was Kevin Spacey, maybe. Because that's a little more, no one's really thinking about him right now.
Although
I mean,
there's a documentary that just came out.
just came out. So the timing was amazing.
Oh,
we didn't know
wow.
that was coming out.
Hey, there's rumors about Drake fucking dogs now too. So we timed that one well as well.
Holy shit.
Johnny,
That's real.
You don't know this?
No.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
this
What?
was a real thing.
I don't know.
Certified zoophile.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we'll get into this later.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway,
What kind of rumor is that?
but anyway, so it was just like, oh, okay, well, if it's Kevin Spacey, we'll ask somebody else. And it's like, no, just have Justin saying, "Hey, I'm Kevin Spacey."
Yeah.
Like,
He
what
has
is
a-
happening here?
He has a good voice for Spacey.
Yeah. You know, it's like it's just someone who's clearly not Kevin Spacey trying to do an impression.
That is,
you know, and I thought that he was great. He did a great
always
job.
my favorite is, hey, I'm so and so, and
Yeah.
it's so you didn't even try.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah. It's not a lookalike.
Your
It's
way
like,
of trying just by saying that you're that name. and
yeah,
that's
it's like,
it.
oh, okay. Oh, I buy it. Okay. But anyway,
Cool.
he did a great job. Yeah. But anyway, I had fun doing that. But I did want to, if I may, shit, I'm not prepared for this. Is there a hat nearby?
Prepare.
Yeah,
I'll
we
get
have
you a
tons.
hat.
Could you grab a hat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a hat because I want to make sure I have a costume for this next.
Okay.
Instead of just a normal outfit like I'm
You
wearing.
keep
yeah.
hiding your T-shirt. It doesn't
Because
matter.
I don't want them to see that it's a T-shirt.
Yo, I could have safety pin that for
thank
you
you.
or something.
This is what I need. I need a costume
It's a
because
stanza.
I'd like to invite everyone into the theater
Oh no.
because we've memorized our lines. I hope it's time
What?
for Shakespeare theater.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa.
On Tuesday, add that.
We'll add the
Yeah.
thing.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Do you
Do
have
like
that?
an all new one though. Like,
No, don't do it.
Yeah,
We
brand
have theater
new.
actors.
I'm proud of the one I made
Oh,
12 years
Orchestra.
ago.
all right, fine. Use the old one.
Now, what is this Shakespeare theater on the recommended video or on?
This is
The
no.
gamer costume.
The by the way, the dog fucking video that we keep calling it that.
Okay.
I love
We
that.
went back and forth a lot on what to call it. Do you call it dog video? Do you call it dog videos?
We
Do
almost
you call
Johnny suggested it. He's got that dog in him.
He's got that dog in
That would've
him.
been great.
That was good. YouTube recommendations are destroying lives.
Yeah.
Okay.
We bounced around a ton of titles, and then we were. I'm gonna word this carefully. We were at the airport. I'm not gonna say why.
Careful.
Maybe
Be
we were
real
just hanging out
careful.
Where me and Derek and Sean talked about what if it was just we recommend this video. I mean, I would click that.
I would.
Yeah.
It's hard to
That's
it's
what
hard
we-
to promote a little bit. Like, watch our new
Yeah.
video. We recommend this video. That's a little weird,
But
but
it's-
it's fine.
But it's good that you hide the turn.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
like
It's good that,
because we
that
went
there's
back
a
and forth,
surprise.
and my thought was, you will never see what this video is about. You'll never see that coming.
yeah.
So you are as shocked as Derek is when you first see the
Yeah.
thumbnails, which I think is important.
Yeah.
Like you need to see like, wait, what the fuck is that fucking
What
new
does
stuff
that
in the
say?
videos? So
Give him a moment to discover
Yeah.
all that. Well, anyway.
Perfect name.
Well, I'm going to get to this is comments on our Stellar Blade
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay.
video. I want to try to get to this as quick as possible because I'm looking at myself in the camera and I look like someone I would not want to watch. You know what I mean? Like this guy shows up at your Comic-Con booth and it's like I'm going to take a break.
Any
Okay.
goodies for me?
Yeah, milady.
goodies I can have. Okay, this is a comment. This is a little bit of back and forth, Sean. I've got a role for you.
Oh,
All you have to say, Sean's role is he will be playing Mega64.
Ooh.
And you just read. I'm going to read you a comment we got.
Okay. I'll read the
and
Mega
you can
64.
perform Mega64's response.
Okay,
Cool.
ready for this.
And then I have a line in response.
cold
to that.
read. Pff, I was born for this.
Okay, here we go. The comment we got. And then it comes to PC with the sexier skins restored, and this whole video is moot. So, you're getting political now. Odd. Okay. On one hand, people were complaining that the game was too sexy, while others were complaining that it's just not sexy enough. Making fun of that dynamic would have been so much funnier.
Nah, we nailed it.
Nope. No.
But my
Nah. My idea would have been funnier. Irony is hilarious. Okay, now that scene.
Scene.
Beautiful.
Sorry. Oh,
I've got one more.
oh,
A couple more here. Hold on.
can I? Am I still? Am I still my role? Because I could do a better read, I think.
I would read this one, just the top comment. It's a quick one, but put some stank on it. It'll be good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
This is actually a funny.
Wow.
This is actually you'll like this. It's a funny comment.
Mongrel
That
bitch.
top comment.
Okay.
This is about Sean's. This is going to be Sean performing a commentary on his own performance in the video.
Oh no. Bro has the opposite of a pop filler.
Pop filter.
I need glasses. Bro has the opposite of a pop filter. Take 2. What does that mean? What does that mean?
You're popping so bad in the video. They said you have the opposite of a pop.
Was I popping in the video?
On purpose.
Yeah, you're on. Yeah, you have a SingStar.
You have a
video.
SingStar
I know,
mic.
but
That's
was
not
I popping?
you. That's the mic.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys.
I picked the wrong one for him to read.
I first off, 1, need glasses. 2.
He didn't get the production
Oh no.
side of the.
Oh.
That's
You're talking to a PS2 mic from
I wanted this guy to
97
like my-
2007.
I just fucked that up. I fucked it up in every possible way.
Okay.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
that might be it.
No, come on.
It's the heat, Sean. The
It's
heat.
the Milton. I need a Milton Berle joke to wash my palate of this.
I laughed really hard at that comment. Bro has the opposite of a pop filter. I thought that was really.
That
funny.
is
That was-
witty. That is
that is.
clever.
Yeah, but
And it's a technically, I think, positive comment because they're in on the joke.
I guess so. I guess so. Okay.
He
There
liked
was,
your
There was one
performance.
guy that left a comment that said the clown nose on, clown nose off routine is so fucking tiring. And then
What does that mean?
I don't know, but then you could look at people's comment history.
Yeah.
He had left that comment on like 10 of our videos.
Oh,
like
no.
Todd Nairn last year.
The
Mega64,
clown
these
nose
woke,
on.
these wokies, California wokies, the clown nose on, clown nose off routine is so fucking tiring. On a dozen videos. I mean,
What the
I still don't know what it means.
This is Joker level manifesto. That's
weird.
That's
a
creepy.
weird
Anyway.
thing to do.
This concludes Shakespeare Theater with a ceremonial
Mhm.
tossing of the hat. Unsued.
wow. I did not expect on a day like today to get a impromptu Shakespeare theater.
I know.
Well, we got to do something.
Yeah,
This shit sucks.
yeah. Otherwise, well, let's get to the plugs.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching our show tonight. I actually think all things considered, it's been pretty.
Yeah,
good.
I think
we
we
pulled this
pulled
out.
like we pulled
Yeah.
this out of our ass and it worked.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that we are fortunate enough to be in a studio like this where things go wrong
Mhm.
and we can find a way to bounce back
Yeah.
in any way.
We got a good
Backup.
team.
We got backups.
exactly, Kevin. Got a good team. In 2 seconds, Garrett was hooking up mics. We're putting the fan in here. We made this work. So thanks to everyone for being along the ride.
Thank you for tagging along and bearing with us. Now, if you really want to bear with us, bear this.
Here's how you
bear
bear
the
down.
and bear the responsibility of supporting your favorite studio.
Yeah.
Mega64. Go to shop.mega64.com and pick something up. Now, we just released an all-new merch drop on Friday, the anime merch drop, where we've got so many things in stock. The unit shirt, directly from our Ava in 5 minutes video. You'll know that artwork so good. Then we got the Rider sweatshirt, the Mega64X Kinuko
Ooh.
sweatshirt, the Dream Elite shirt, all these things that we're not reprinting, by the way. Now,
Yeah.
we may bring that unit shirt, we may bring that to Anime Expo, but the other stuff, that ain't going to anything else. This is last call on that stuff. So if you like all of our apparel, go pick that up and do it soon. There's even more than that as well. Shop.mega64.com.
Can I tell a quick story about the unit shirt real quick?
Please.
Sawyer and her class, they do this thing every now and then where they make stuff and they sell it at the class, and it's like, oh, I made this little bracelet. Oh, I made this drawing. And Sawyer was like, can I bring one shirt? Because like that is technically my artwork. And so she sold that shirt and she made like all the money she made so much fucking money because she's like, I have one
Wow.
shirt. So she sold that for fake classroom dollars. But
That's awesome.
Nice.
it counted. It did count.
That's cool.
Kevin, did we charge her for that?
Write
down one small.
Now I will.
Okay.
Oh no.
Like,
Yeah, the cat's out the bag.
Expect the
Yeah.
invoice.
I didn't know we had one missing in the inventory.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Speaking of merch, can I don't know why I am stuck on the idea of that comment from Shakespeare Theater. Clown nose on, clown nose off.
Dude,
And
I can't tell you.
I'm thinking of like, didn't back in the day we put another comment encounter I will kill on a t-shirt
Yeah.
in Russian?
We did.
Yeah.
we
So
should do a shirt clown nose on, clown nose
that's what
off.
I'm thinking. Like
Yeah.
we kind of do
Oh,
some
yeah.
64-hour special clown nose. I'm just my
Selling
wheels.
clown
Can you
nose.
imagine? This guy is already so unhinged. No offense, that he is writing this same comment on all of our videos. If he sees a shirt with that on it,
Clown nose.
that's
on.
full Joker mode. That's how the Joker is
Nose
born.
on.
I don't know if I want to
Then-
mess with that.
Oh no, his post will go full schizo.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to
No.
poke the Joker.
Yeah, that's true. You never,
I want to poke the Joker.
I want to joke the poker. But anyway, so yeah, pick that stuff up on our store. Patreon.com/Mega64 as well has exclusive hours of stuff every week. Mega64 Movie Club. We just did the Truman Show. We reviewed that, talked about that forever. We talked about, we got one on the Rockefeller Explosion documentary
Coming up.
and then we got the Beatles live on stage this weekend. This past
Say
weekend,
what?
we
We
put
did?
up. We got, not a joke. We got the Beatles live on stage, live performance
What?
up
Whoa.
on Patreon.
Wow.
Yeah, they did
Wow.
a live show. We did a Beatles rock band set.
We did.
But Garrett set up
Oh,
a
hell
whole
yeah.
concert stage,
Yeah.
and it turned out awesome. That's on our Patreon, as well as we did a few other rock band concerts that are up on our Patreon,
Yeah.
as well as a bunch of other stuff. And there's extra footage from the Stellar Blade video going up on there soon too. It hasn't been. We've been busy, but it's going up any moment now. And so go and check that stuff out. Patreon.com/Mega64.
Yeah, we add hours of that.
Hours
of
stuff.
content a week.
Yes.
Hours. and
Cool
hours.
new and original ideas too that go there. I'm telling you, man, the rock band stuff. I got so many people asking me, "Hey, is there more?" And
Oh, really?
I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like on the PPS, I was like, I can't say
Yeah, we
yes
put-
or no, but maybe good things come in threes.
We put up a couple regular rock band concerts and now a Beatles one. So if you want to see that, they're on there.
They're
as well as a
all
whole
there
bunch of
for
other
you.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff on page.
We put up a thing recently too. We played the Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and shot the shit about that for a long time. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's all on there.
I did a record
Patreon.
club with my sister. So if you haven't seen Krista in a
Oh
while,
hell yeah!
she was on the last episode. And my next episode is a band called Can. So who knew that was a band?
I prefer Milk Can.
Who knew that canned
Canned.
was a thing? Not me.
What's their hit?
Spoon,
Oh, get
which
out.
is where the
Aw.
band Spoon got their name from.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Who?
That's a preview
Can't.
for this week.
I gotta watch the episode.
You gotta watch it.
Speaking of movies and music and shit, we went to I was there with Johnny last night. We were at the New Beverly Theater and we saw they did a double feature of Clerks and Mallrats.
Hell
They
yeah.
did a Kevin Smith double feature on film. So we got to see Clerks in dingy, fucked up black and white
Oh,
film.
Yo, that's,
That's
Right?
sick.
Wasn't
Yeah.
that great?
Yeah.
That was like, this is how it should be seen.
Not Clerks X, just Clerks.
Yeah, the
Yes.
title cards were so fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
when it says like the word,
They
it
were
was like
faded and
it was horrible.
Huh.
Hell yeah, dude.
So that was really fun.
and Kevin Spacey didn't fucking talk his fucking head off.
Kevin
Yeah,
Spacey
Kevin Spacey
was
did.
there.
he said, "All right, guys, yeah, I
Hi,
think it's
me,
time to
Kevin
go."
Spacey from Seven.
No, but that's the best ever if he doesn't fucking talk for, 2 hours before and
Still
after.
don't think he's
I
getting.
don't think he's getting.
I'm moving on, guys. We all know. We all know. I meant Kevin Smith.
Was he there?
No, no.
Thank
we were
God.
hoping we were hoping Kevin Smith would be in the neighborhood and see the marquee. Hey man, I just fucking showed up,
Hey,
man. Quit.
kids.
I watched Pulp Fiction, man. Quit. I'll show it in my house, and he's showing mine in his. I'm like the Jesus Christ of this theater, man.
Oh,
I'm
dude, you're too-
fucking eat my wife's
seen him
ass,
too
and I'm
many
right
times.
here. What?
You've seen him too many times. You're too good at this.
You only need to see him once, and you have like 17 hours of,
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
material.
of material to work with.
You're right. I'm good.
But anyway, it was fun, and it's so funny because they showed Mallrats first.
Okay.
And I still don't know why they did that. And maybe it was because they thought, Clerks is rougher, so maybe people won't stick around. Maybe. I don't know.
That is weird.
But it's funny because I think Johnny and I went into it. You can tell me, Johnny, but I feel like we
Sure.
went into it with the same thing where it's like, okay, Mallrats, that's cool. They're showing it. But
Yeah.
Clerks is the like indie film classic. Like,
They're the
this is
headliner.
what we're here for.
Yeah.
But I was pleasantly surprised when Packed House Mallrats kind of killed a little bit.
I had seen it fairly recently,
Yeah.
and I was unbelievably charmed by it. In a
Yeah.
theater. It was crazy. Like I remember
It kind of brought the house down.
last time I watched it, I was like, fuck Jay and Silent Bob in this movie. They're so
Yeah.
annoying. I hate this shit.
Yeah.
And then like in the theater, I was like, wait, no, this movie doesn't work without them. Like I need
They were really funny. in it.
Yeah.
Huh.
And there was like a line I never ever picked up on. I know you remember it, Rocco, but it
Yeah.
like got the huge laugh. But
Yeah, there's certain things, I've said it before, that you see in a packed theater and something that never made you laugh is fucking funny.
Mhm.
And I think for this movie, it was, and I think it was this for everyone in the theater. I felt like everyone had the same, like, what? Was Ben Affleck gets a hold of Brody. Because they're both after the same girl. They're
In the
both
elevator?
After, yeah. They're both after Shannon Doherty.
Yeah.
And it's after the elevator
Okay.
situation. And Ben Affleck is beating up Jason Lee in that hallway. In
Yeah.
like the backstage, not backstage, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like back there. And he beats him up and he goes, I think the line is, I don't have any respect for people without a fucking shopping agenda.
I've seen the movie 100 times. I've never heard that line.
Like
That
I don't like
fashionable male
fucking
motherfucker.
mall rats that hang around. I don't respect anyone without a shopping agenda.
That is funny.
that's so funny.
Never
That
made
is
me laugh
funny.
at all.
Yeah, that's
Didn't even
funny.
listen to it. And that theater,
Yeah,
it took
you're
like
right.
10 seconds. Everyone's like, what? Like that was just such a, it was really funny. And Jay and Silent Bob were very, now you're watching this game show, it's fucked up. And I've said this before on here, but I think of Sean every time one line is uttered in that
Thank
movie.
you. I know the line too.
Is when they pretend, like he pretends to be a contestant named Doug, and he's saying all this fucked up stuff, and it cuts to Jay backstage. Do it, Doug!
Yeah, that is my favorite.
Sean used to
line.
yell that in high school all the time.
In high school, like me and Janine started doing it when we worked at Chili's together. We'd always yell "Do it, Doug" to each other. That's just a thing that I've just
Do
done.
it, Doug!
Do it, Doug!
And then in Clerks, I always think of Garrett when they are playing hockey on the roof. They lose the ball and go, any other balls down there? And you hear Jay go, about the biggest pair you ever seen, Dingleberry. Heard Garrett say that a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So that I had my different memories shared with you guys. But anyway, it was really fun. I
That's
actually
cool.
really enjoyed both.
You go to the theater a lot.
Yeah, there's always, I check the calendar every month and there's always at least like one or two.
I would like to go at some point. I've never been.
It's
One
cool.
day. You've gone too?
It's dark as fuck. I've went. It was really cool. I went once before it got bought out and refurbished.
Yeah.
And it was a shithole.
Yeah.
But I saw Repo, the genetic opera, up there
Oh,
with
yeah.
like the cat. It wasn't that bad. It was just
Yeah.
not renovated yet.
Yes.
But it was always like I had seen every time I'd been there was for like cast and crew comes out to stuff.
Mhm.
And then I went when it was refurbished a couple of years ago to see Gummo, which man, that was a hard watch in public.
Ah.
It's just a lot. There's just a lot of uncomfortable moments.
Well, what's fun about that theater too is sometimes they'll plan those appearances.
Yeah.
But multiple times I've been there where it was just, impromptu visit from so-and-so. Like I went to the Mario Brothers movie, the 93 one,
Yeah.
and that was nothing was on the calendar. And it was like, both directors have never done an appearance about this movie. They're here tonight.
Wow.
Oh,
They just
wow.
wanted to come see it, come up to the
That's
front.
cool.
That's
And
awesome.
it was fucking amazing. And that's happened multiple times. There's times where it's like, oh, Michael Madsen just showed up. All right, so he's gonna.
Whoa.
It's like,
That's sick.
I'm sorry, what? Like that's what's cool about that place. It's super easy to drop into,
Yeah.
and sometimes
it's
it
right
just
in
happens.
Hollywood, right?
Yeah. It's right there, and sometimes it just happens.
How's
So
parking?
it's really
Like,
fun.
I was
Eh,
there's like neighborhoods.
Neighborhoods,
nearby.
yeah.
Oh,
it's not bad. I've only been those 2 times.
Yeah.
I want to go again. I will say you got to follow the rules. Pretty strict.
Oh yeah,
You got to get there on time because like
yeah.
it's not even just a matter of like, oh, you can't find, like you just can't find your seat because it's so dark.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Film is different than digital, and it's just fucking dark in there.
They seal that shit up.
And it's
Yeah.
airtight, sealed up, and there's no lighting on the floor. There's no
Oh, wow.
you will bump into people trying to get to your
Yeah,
seat. So
yeah.
you have to get there on time. You have to get there before the trailers start.
And
Not before the previews.
No, because that fucking happened to me. You know, driving from San Diego, I was fucking late
Yeah.
to Gummo, and
Yeah.
man, it was an uncomfortable like crawling around to find my seat.
I told you before I got to Godfather Part 2 late. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I've seen this movie. I mean, what's the big deal? And it was, and you know that movie, even the movie is not lit. I mean,
Yeah.
that movie is
Oh, it's so
pitch
dark.
black
Yeah.
itself. And I opened it, and when you open the door, it lets all the fucking light in the theater.
Oh.
And fucking Mark Maron turns around and scowls at me, and it's like, God damn it.
Well-
He's probably thinking, what the fuck?
Dude, Hollywood elite, hanging out with all the fucking.
Yeah, hanging out with all your
Oh my God, they're
celebs.
right.
Yeah, you are, dude.
Yeah, pissing off Mark Maron.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
pissed off Mark Maron. He's not up. He's
Now
not
Mark
happy.
Maron and Rocco have a feud going on.
Mhm.
And then I sat down on my seat and fucking knocked someone's soda over.
Oh.
Like they had it on the ground like a bottle, like a
Oh,
like
no.
a fancy root beer, and I
Oh,
fucking knocked it
no.
over. And then that movie ended, and I was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry I knocked that over. Like, I'll fucking get you another
Yeah.
or something." And it was an old dude. Thinking he was gonna go like, whatever. And he went, "Man, that movie was so good. I didn't give a shit about root beer." I was like, can't argue with that. Thank you. All right.
All right.
That movie was-
Okay.
Godfather
Damn.
Part 2, man, that was good shit. All right.
We should go company field trip.
To see The Godfather?
No, like
Oh.
something cool. Like I don't know.
Next month,
Gummo.
Gummo,
They
yeah.
just put out the calendar for next month, and they're playing. There wasn't a ton I wanted to see, but I'm going to see the Florida Project.
Oh, I've heard
I
good
really like
stuff
that one.
about that.
Did we? I thought we did that for Movie Club. Did we
No,
not?
we did not. Frank kept trying to get me to watch it, but
Yeah.
he made it sound very depressing, and I was like, maybe. He's like, "That's about a poor family by Disney World." Like, that does not sound like fun. I don't know.
No, it's good. No, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
We'll do it
see,
for Movie Club.
I'm good. I'm good.
No, I actually do think you would like it.
Probably.
There are things that are way more bad in their short pitch than they are to watch.
Sure.
And I think the king of that, Johnny, I was just talking to you about this the other day.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do it for Movie Club soon, but I couldn't get anyone to watch Marriage Story.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
I'm on-
oh, fuck that.
Yeah,
It's so good.
Yeah,
It's
you.
funny. It's
Mm-mm.
so good, but everyone sees one 10-second thing of it where
Yeah.
someone's crying and mad, and it's
Yeah.
like that's one part at the end.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well, we're doing it for Movie Club,
No,
so stay
don't do
tuned.
that to me.
Am I crazy? He's
No.
gonna like it.
Yeah, you'll
He's
love
gonna
it.
like
It's good.
But there's some things that the elevator pitch of it is so bad that it's oh my god, oh no.
It was that
yeah.
meme of Driver just crying and sniffling and
Yeah,
Hitting
that's
the
what got
wall.
famous.
hitting the wall. Yeah, that's it. It
Yeah.
ruined it.
Yeah.
That's my only frame of reference for that.
They're saying it's
Yeah.
good in the chat. I believe you. It
You're
doesn't mean
gonna
I want to
you're gonna
watch
like it. You're gonna like it.
Mm.
You're gonna like it. If you don't, you're fucked up.
You're gonna love it.
No pressure.
You'll
No pressure.
love
No,
it.
but anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's do a field trip. Let's all go out there and see Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, something good like that. Oh,
That's-
fuck
that is
yeah.
going next month.
I've
It
never
is?
seen it.
Dude, we'll go defeat Lopan.
Did we do that?
Ride the
Did we do that
Midnight
one?
Express.
Movie Club? Big Trouble? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We
But
did
you know,
Escape from New York. But I don't think I've ever seen
yeah.
that movie.
I saw Big Trouble in Little China. I try to see all of John Carpenter's movies, and I've just about liked them all. But Big Trouble in Little China, it didn't really do much for me. But I think back and I'm like, I can't remember shit. It was a long time ago. I'm definitely overdue to like rewatch them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I've enjoyed all of his movies. What would be up my ass about that one? You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean?
got like Mortal Kombat shit in
Yeah.
it. It's fucking.
I need to give it another shot.
There's
I,
like monsters.
I think maybe
It's
I was
cool.
just not like, there's some movies you see, where it's like, I wasn't like ready for that.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I get that for
You know.
sure. Yeah. I started watching random episodes of South Park with Beckett because he's never seen it. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
hey, I loved the show in high school. It's fucked up, but I think we should watch some episodes together.
Yeah.
So we watched a couple like last night. I just knew okay, I know that the Faith Plus One episode is good, but like I don't remember anything
the Christian
about it.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we watch it and I haven't seen this in like 20 years, but it comes back to me and it's like, oh, this is great. This is like very funny. And I just didn't, it just takes a long time. Anyway, so I was doing that yesterday. It was super fun.
I haven't seen South Park in a long time.
Yeah.
It had
Me
been
neither.
a while.
Yeah.
And I stopped watching a long time ago.
Me too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh,
But-
you know what though? No, I saw those recent specials. Some of
Really?
those were pretty
Yeah,
good.
they're doing stuff instead of a season. It's
They're
like
doing
a special.
specials.
Yeah.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
any
that
of
was.
those.
It
And a
was-
couple
that
of those
was
were good.
That was a legal workaround so that they could be on Paramount Plus instead of HBO.
Oh, how funny.
Because Max owns the series streaming rights,
Oh,
so
how
Paramount keeps
funny.
paying them. Oh, do a special. That way we don't have to put it on Max.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay. But they have they just announced a new one, The End of Obesity.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all about
Ozempic?
Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has,
Oh my
it has
God.
Cartman injecting his stomach, going like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is
It's
got me.
topical.
It's my interest is peaked because it's like the one during the pandemic. I was like, well, what the fuck are they saying about this?
Yeah.
And like I watched all those.
Yeah.
And didn't hate them, but as someone who'd fallen off the show, 15 years prior.
Yeah.
But I
It
feel
is-
like that's a show that for me, I used to love it so much in middle school and in high school that I can go back and watch those old episodes and It just tastes. It's like a comfort show almost.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
like- but it's weird because on HBO, but it's not censored at all. So
Yeah,
it's like early
yeah.
episodes, and they're saying "fuck."
Yeah.
and it's not
Oh, yeah.
censored. It's like, oh yeah, they just didn't censor
They
it.
don't-
because
they don't
don't
matter
have to.
anymore.
What's cool about South Park 2 is that they kept all the original files that they worked on to make the show.
Oh,
And as far as I know, and maybe people know more than me on this, so tell me if I'm wrong, but I think they re-rendered all the old episodes. So it's like, oh, export an HD version.
Mhm.
Okay. And so now they're all in HD. They didn't used to be.
Oh,
They used to be
goddamn,
4x3,
yeah.
but now they're in HD. And when they did that, it was like, well, if we're streaming it, then take the bleeps out too.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did that, which is weird to think about.
it was weird.
And it's so funny because you get to a certain episode where they're like, oh, they're going to say shit unbleeped, and it's like, well, now who cares?
yeah.
I've been watching 10 seasons of uncensored fuck.
Plot hole.
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
Yeah, right.
Anyway, do you remember that? That was, I thought, a brilliant plot when
Yeah.
they
Yep.
did that, because it was like they made it where, why can't you say shit? And then there was a lore reason.
yeah.
That, like,
Because
if it was said too many times, a demon would be unleashed.
a shit
Yeah.
demon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like, because The Shield, that other TV show,
They were gonna say fuck.
they were going to
And
say
it was
it?
like a big news
Yeah.
story. Or
Yeah.
maybe it was shit. Maybe it was a shit.
Yeah, I think it
forget.
was,
It was
shit on
shit.
ABC. It was
Yeah.
on NYPD Blue.
Yes.
And it was really nothing. It was like, okay, give me the story. Don't give me any of that bullshit either. That
Yeah.
was all it was.
Yeah.
People waited all night to see
Yeah.
that.
Which is such a funny thing.
Yeah.
Remember when that one guy showed his butt?
Yeah, everybody waited all
Yeah.
night to see his ass.
Who wants to see that guy's
Michael
butt?
I
Chiklis.
did.
Michael
Of all-
Chiklis.
Of all the butts to see?
No, it was Dennis Franz's ass.
Oh, it
Dennis
was?
Franz.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
worse.
That is worse.
What? I remember that being like, you will see bare ass. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, no one wants this. Like, literally, no one wants.
Did they
this.
say who at the before they showed it?
what? No.
Whose
ass?
ass?
I think people heard that and went, oh, of course, Dennis Franz. That's the last one
Because
we wanna
that
see.
is the best if they don't say who. And
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
the bare
it's like, no.
butt.
It's like this woman walks in. Oh no, Dennis Franz, no.
No.
But anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, but they handled it so well in that South Park episode because they're all waiting, like, it's going to happen. He's going to say it. And then remember, it's like they're the whole night watching this episode. And at the end, yeah, man, thanks again. That was a good sandwich. Oh, by the way, got a little shit on the side of your mouth. All right.
Yeah, and that was it. That was it.
And then a demon came out, like that was it. And then they actually said shit. They actually got permission, like, hey, can we say shit?
Yeah.
Because it was still bleeped. Now it doesn't seem like that. I don't really see that bleeped on cable now.
Shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of don't either.
They kind of let go.
Who cares?
I remember Walking Dead. My parents were watching that. It's like, oh, shit's just flying free now. And from what I understand, like with AMC, I don't know if other networks are doing this, but I know with AMC, they're allowed to do those curse words.
You
on
always
cable.
could have done it.
Yeah, network you can't. That's FCC,
Yeah.
so you actually have to adhere to that. But cable, it was just, we don't want to piss off the advertisers.
Yeah.
But it's like you're watching Walking Dead, and you're seeing a guy get stabbed through the eye. You can hear shit,
Wrestling is terrible, man.
What is it?
Wrestling. There,
really?
There's the F word and
There is?
Oh, really? They're
so
letting that
many,
fly?
so many shits and
Interesting.
In AW, sometimes they just like get too heated and they'll say fuck.
Oh,
and it's
no
like that's a
kidding.
fine. That's a
Yeah.
$500.
and
Wow.
it goes out.
$500 isn't bad.
yeah.
It's broadcast and everything.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say AMC, at least the way it used to be, was AMC's just their own internal rule was, okay, once, I think maybe twice a season, you want to hit the F-bomb. If it's like worth it, you can do it. And I remember specifically Breaking Bad, if you ever watch that show, you get one per season. And
Yeah.
it's almost like wait for it.
Breaking
Like,
Bad had the
Yeah.
best one.
Yeah.
I
They
loved it.
had a few where they would hit that.
Yeah.
And yeah, what's the one you're thinking of?
The
Kevin?
best one in that show is just, it's kind of a spoiler. It's a little bit of a
That's
spoiler.
okay.
But I fucked Ted.
There was
Yeah.
some affairs going on.
Yeah.
And finally, it's like, well, what happened there? I fucked Ted.
Oh.
But then
shit.
there were other ones that were
Yeah.
great where it's like, oh shit, showdown with this character
Yeah.
you've been waiting for, and it's like, oh, what's your name? Oh, my name's da 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 da, and you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And it was like, ooh.
That is a better
They
one. I
used
forgot
it.
about that one.
They cashed it in,
Right? That
baby.
was a good
That one was great because that was later on. Yeah, that was fucking
that was
awesome.
a late end
Yeah.
show thing, and it was like, that felt good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of like that rather than saying it every other word.
There used to be a Padre who, after every time he had a game-winning hit, which this season happened to be a lot, whatever season a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But after the interview, he'd always go, "Let's fucking go, San Diego." But every time he would get fined, it would be broadcasted to the entire stadium and be on television. But he would get fined every single time. But it was funny because every time he would do that interview, usually the players go back in the dugout.
Yeah.
But when it was him, they'd all come out and watch and wait. And whenever he would say it, they all started cheering, high-fiving, like going Gatorade in the air. It's so fucking funny.
But he's gonna run out of money sometime.
Now he's broke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Anyway, we were talking about what was it? Oh, seeing that movie. Okay, yeah, we already talked about the Kevin Smith shit. He didn't show up.
He wasn't there.
Is it too early for goodies? 'Cause I'm very hot. And
We're about a third way through.
Oh, Johnny brought the
Brought him up
goodies.
here.
Johnny, you fucking killed
Hope
it.
some cold air.
Great job, dude.
Somebody shipped us
damn.
cold air.
That was just full of ice.
Yeah.
We didn't. Again, I didn't get to talk about May the 4th be with you.
Oh.
You guys talked about it. I was in Galaxy's Edge doing fun stuff. I saw
Wow.
Star Wars fireworks.
Like,
You know what they played during that?
what's that? That's the wrong song for that.
No, that's Imperial.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my God, that's so dumb. That's not right.
That's not right at
That's
all.
not correct.
Dun.
That's Harry Potter, okay? Yeah. We all know John Williams.
Yeah.
I saw Phantom Menace in the theater.
Oh, shit.
That was cool.
It can't be cool.
It was. Hey, let me tell you.
It can't.
Packed theater.
Yeah.
And man, when that Star Wars clapped, like,
Yeah.
this is a hyped crowd.
Yeah, I've been there.
There wasn't like like cheering over shit or whatever. So it was a good crowd.
Sure.
But they still, when the moment came, yeah. And let me tell you, even in that crowd, and I was in there in my fucking Darth Maul jacket with my Jar Jar hat
Mhm.
because I did a video before it.
Oh, I saw it,
at
yeah.
a Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
But I was in that outfit, all that. Even in that audience, Jar Jar's shit fell fucking flat like a fart in
It's
church.
terrible.
Yeah.
Like it was not like, oh, that's on, because I keep seeing people online that's like, it's not that bad. It's pretty fun. That was a packed house that was ready to cheer for anything, and it was like he zaps his tongue, and it's just. Crickets.
I remember being
Nothing.
a kid in theaters thinking he's making this for kids.
Yeah.
I'm a kid and I don't like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It was still fun seeing it in the theater.
What?
There are certain. I was just gonna
Yeah,
say,
go
I was
for it,
just
go
gonna
for
say
it.
real quick. There are certain things that now. The only thing I will say that is better in retrospect with all these years is there are parts of it that are so George Lucas. It's kind of charming. Like the pod race is a lot of time to devote to something as random. It's like doesn't really matter in the span of Star Wars. But again, just that scene on its own is so George Lucas that you know what I mean? It's kind of, it's like, this is all of his imagination on display. Whether it was relevant or not is another story. But there's parts of it that are kind of like, I miss George Lucas kind of just doing something weird. That being said, the things that sucked still suck. But yeah, anyway, sorry, you were saying.
What happened? Because didn't they try to do this with 3D like
Yes.
5 years ago, and it bombed so bad they canceled the other two movies?
Well,
Oh,
no,
shit,
it
really?
didn't, it wasn't that. They converted it to 3D in 2012.
yeah,
Did it, then Disney bought it
yes,
that year, and it was just like, are we going to do Attack of the Clones in 3D now? Like, it always, and this is what bums me out is like, yo, do them all. Like they put a lot behind this, and it did well, like relatively well in theaters.
Okay.
They did a new poster for it. I'm talking about this Phantom Menace re-release, all this stuff, and it's like, are they going to do that with episode 2? No, they're going to do that, and it's. I mean, no one's going to go to that.
yeah.
But what I think, here's my theory on what's going to happen next year. This was the 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Next year is the 20th of Revenge of the Sith. And I think that is going to be their excuse to, oh, that's back in theater. Oh,
Yeah,
so they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
have to put 2.
Yep.
Because I think that interest in that has fallen off. Whereas 1 and 3, 1 has its own nostalgia, and 3 has definitely like, there's people who are like feverish for that one. Like, oh, I got to see that one. That's the big one, So that's what I think they're going to do. But anyway, I wanted to bring up just real quick. There was a documentary, Jenny Nicholson on her channel. She released a 4-hour video on the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Oh, wow. 4 hours.
Yes. And she hadn't put out a video. Her videos are a lot of the times that long. She hadn't put out a video in a long time, but it had been at least a year. And she kept tweeting that this one was coming, but every time she tweeted about the Galactic Star Cruiser, it was something that was like terrible about it and like what a bad time she had. And so I was kind of dreading the video because I just thought like once this comes out, I know I'm just going to get a bunch of, because I've posted so many things from the Star Cruiser that I just thought like I'm going to probably get a bunch of comments and DMs that were like, yo, what were you talking about? This looks dumb. But it wasn't really about that. I'm like 3/4 of the way. I think I've watched 3 of the 4 hours.
Okay.
If you can believe that. And it's mostly, I would say, a split between how bad the marketing was, which, yeah, it was like the worst marketing
I mean, to be
I've
fair,
ever seen.
If it wasn't for you, I would never know it even existed.
Oh, I mean, did no, in no way conveyed what it was in it. But it's like, I don't know what you would have done either. But like the first time they showed like, oh, you could do like lightsaber training. The first time they ever showed that, it was a Disney executive going, isn't this cool what we've got here? Watch this.
It looked like shit.
Yeah, it looks like shit. He's masked up so you can't hear the poor guy.
Oh no.
And it's just an executive going, okay, well, that looks like dog shit. I don't want to book this. Oh, how much does it cost? Which that's another part of the video. And it's like, well, yeah, the cost was fucking stupid. But then what really sucked was like the rest of it was like really her trip went terrible. And it wasn't like, I thought it was just going to be like her showing all the stuff that I loved and saying it sucked. It wasn't that at all. It was like my app didn't work. So the things that I did during the day didn't count. Then you get to go into the theme park to do adventures out there. And it was like monsoon weather. And then like they scanned a bunch of stuff. Oh, that didn't work. You got to do it all again. I mean, it was stuff that we went a year later.
It worked.
All of that worked amazingly.
Yeah.
And there was even a part where she was talking about like, oh, you know, this character, you never get to see them. They don't walk around. So that was kind of a bummer. It's like they did when we went. Like the benefit of having a year to like fix a lot of this stuff. But anyway, it ended up being a good video. I was like I said, I was worried it was just going to be shitting on this, you know, without any, you know. But it was actually, no, it was like, no, I agreed with just about all of it, except for like, during the dinner show, they sat her behind a pillar and I'm just sitting there it actually made me feel guilty. I'm like, damn, they sat us front row.
Damn.
And like certain characters, I know she says in the video too, she's like, it really bummed me out. Like I made a character and it didn't matter. Like after the first hour, like I told the other people, the other characters, you know, the actors at the Star Cruiser, I told them my made up character, and it was like they looked at me like I was an idiot and never used that name again.
Really?
And I'm like, when we went, man, Kevin, what was your name there, Kevin?
Cal. Well, they call me Cal because I was Cal Barat, California burrito.
Yeah,
but I was Cal Barat.
And I was Bliato Sherp.
Yeah.
Bliato.
And those fucking actors hung on to that.
They remembered the whole time. They're like, Cal, come over here. Come here.
Yeah.
Like,
wow.
It was like, Bliato, are you still interested in the Force? Are you still?
God.
I mean, they killed it, and I just don't think that was happening when she went. And honestly, so the reason I'm bringing this up, I'm going to do something I never thought I would do. I didn't bring this up just to, we talk about Star Wars again. I'm coming to a point that has never happened on this podcast before.
Okay.
And this is hard for me to get off my chest.
it's a first.
This is a first and maybe a last. I want to give credit to Dr. Ryan.
Wait.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm gonna actually give points to our friend Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It really showed me. So in our group, when we went to the Star Wars hotel, me and Kevin were in the camp of, I don't want to see shit ahead of time.
Yeah, I want to go in raw
and be shocked by all of it. And then Ryan went the other way. He's like, I'm never coming back here. I'm gonna map this shit out and learn everything I can. And I really, in watching her video, she spends the whole first day. Kevin, she doesn't get involved in anything that first day. It's like the app didn't work, then she missed this, then she missed that. And it was like the whole first day. And so they just randomly throw her in something in the second day. It's like, well, you missed everything.
Yep.
It's really actually sad. Like, it's like, oh, that sucks because we had such a wonderful first day. And I realized, if me and Kevin were just on our own, maybe we would have missed stuff too. But you know what I mean? But
yes,
it really taught me that like, there were moments where I was kind of like, what do I do? Where Ryan would go, you might want to talk to that guy over there.
Yeah.
Maybe press the button on there. You know, it's like, he wouldn't tell us too much.
But he kind of guide us.
But it was like, yeah, maybe that was the way to do it, is in balance. You know, like didn't know anything, but you had the expert too. Maybe you knew a little too much. Okay, that's up for debate, but you know what I mean?
He's like your Star Wars Sherpa.
Yeah. So it really made me real. It was like, that was one of the best weekends of my like fucking life. It was so good. And I'm like, you know what? Ryan may have contributed to that.
Yep.
Doesn't that button end the stream?
No,
What does it do?
it just stops the sound.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought you ended our stream.
That was
That would have been
what's
so
this one
funny.
do?
That would have been so funny if you ended it on that.
Just
Anyway,
over.
so I'm
No
going to do
goodies.
it. Now,
Yep.
that will be the last time I say that about Ryan.
Yeah, and we'll go extra hard in the negative area
Yes.
just to counterbalance. We'll bring the balance of the force again and really remodel.
Sure,
next time.
sure.
Next
really-
week, I have terrible shit to say about Ryan, like career-ending shit that I'm going to share.
Well, I mean, it's coming up on Christmas cast time sooner than we think. You know,
Yep.
we're already half the year's gone.
Next
That
couple
is,
weeks.
it's almost June, and that means 2024 is almost halfway done.
We're
That is
halfway
crazy.
What the
to
fuck?
What
Ryan
is
and I going
happening?
head to head
A
again.
year is not that long.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
okay,
that long.
Kevin. It's true. He's right.
No, but anyway, so that's all I wanted to say. Go check out that video that Jenny Nicholson did. Is was really good. The only thing that I've seen in it in the 3 hours that I've watched that I actually disagreed with, where I was like, wrong, in my opinion, was that she didn't mess with there was a droid in the room. Like it wasn't actually.
There's a video screen.
It was a video screen, and it was an app you could talk to. It was like AI, you know. It was like, "Oh, hi, what can I help?" It was CG droid. What can I help you with? And you could say whatever.
Oh, wow.
I'm so sorry that happened. Well, let me tell you about. There was a guy named Boba Fett that happened to, and like she would tell you stories and stuff. That was so much of the fun of that room.
Yeah.
Was every night it was like, "Hey, we're going to bed. Oh, would you like me to sing you a lullaby?" Yes. Okay. And then she would sing, and and then the most hype moment was on the last night. Every time we would jokingly say, "Good night, I love you." Good night, and it would never respond to "I love you." And then on the last night, we said it again, and she went, "Oh, no one's ever said that to me before. Oh, I love you too." It was like she fucking heard us.
Whoa.
You know, so anyway, it was a her moment. Thank you, Earthboy. But so that was the only thing I was like, she says in the video, it was like, "Oh, I thought this was like Amazon, like Alexa or whatever." I didn't mess with it. And I was like, ooh, that you should have messed with that. I thought, but that was the only thing that I was like,
Falling
I
in love.
disagree.
Yeah.
Could have fallen in love. There's just like me.
I saw that video. I don't know who. I think it's a Google thing of like it's the movie Her is coming to reality.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
was that? There was a tech thing this week.
It's
Was
a guy
it
talking
Google's
to
event?
AI. It's like, hey,
Google
I
I/O
forget-
or
let's
something.
say it's Siri, even though it's not. Like,
Yeah.
hey, Siri, I'm going on for a job interview. Do I look okay? And she was like,
No.
well,
Ugly.
actually, you should probably fix your hair, run a comb through it. And then he's like, okay, how about now? He puts on a weird hat. And she's like, that's definitely gonna get some attention, but no, take the hat off. And it's like they're having a conversation about what he's wearing. Like even it to me it was like, oh, that's the movie Her. Like we are so close to that being a real thing. It's crazy.
There's a couple devices they sell now that are in like Kickstarter phases where it's like a little like pocket AI that has a camera. It's not a phone app or anything like that. It's like
One,
a
not a
physical
phone.
piece of hardware.
I
Yeah.
watched reviews
Yeah.
of that, and people said it gets so fucking hot on your chest.
Yeah.
Like was
God.
burning. It was burning all the reviewers.
Oh.
That's
It's not
fucking
quite
cool.
there. It's not quite there. And what sucks is like these devices, they need to be their own devices to build their own kind of ecosystem of
Yeah.
like how it's going to work. They need their own hardware. And that's why I think like, well, it's never going to work because you're never going to have what Apple has or Google has, where
Yeah.
they've got the whole device in your pocket. Like that stuff is all going to come to your phone. Like
Yeah, I
it's
think the
always gonna
best-
have a benefit.
The best future of that is going to be, just an app that's always running in the background of your phone and can pull from all your other apps.
Yeah.
It's I got
It's never going to be better than that.
today I got a text from Jenny. I was grocery shopping and had my AirPods in.
Yeah.
And Siri always comes like, oh, Jenny sent you a text that said
I love that.
you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But this time it is Jenny sending a picture of children dancing. It's like,
Holy
oh,
shit.
you
Okay.
told me
What
what
the
the picture was.
What
Described
the
it.
fuck?
It described the picture and it was Lynn at our dance competition. It's like,
Oh,
that is what
God.
it is.
Yeah.
Like,
Never
what
had
the
that happen.
fuck?
Well, the phone kind of has the reverse of that, where it has a search mode. There's no
True,
text,
it's
and you
true,
just
it's
like
true.
you can type in like water slide.
Oh,
and it'll
photo
find all the
search.
photos of
It
water
will,
slides
yeah,
in
yeah,
your
I've
in your
done that
in your
too.
photos.
that
It's-
helps
It's
me.
basically the same thing.
That helps me so much when I need like a photo of my driver or my license plate or
Yeah.
my driver's license.
License plate.
You can just say driver's license. It goes through my 20,000 photos
Yep.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oil. What do I do all the time? Like, I think just the word oil, because I've bought
Oil.
I bought the brand and the filter number and everything so many times in my phone, but I don't have to search it. I just look for that and it sees that on the bottle in the photograph.
The weirdest thing to me is like when you look up, like I was making a Mother's Day post for Jenny, and so I was like, I typed in her name in like, my phone, and there was one picture, I'm like, she's not in this fucking picture. And like, oh, she's in the reflection. She's walking past her room. She's like in such a small corner that she's happened to be walking by, and it found her like that.
It looks to see your face.
Yeah,
because that's where it looks for. Yeah,
yeah. But
and
like
we've
the
had
fact
it
that
for.
it even is, oh, dude, it's
Yeah.
wild. Like, I didn't see it.
Photo, like camera roll search has been around for years now, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever started using it until like 6 months ago. There's so much shit on the phone that happens without me taking note it now,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing. But I think wait until, so Google just did their I/O event.
Mm-hmm.
Wait until Apple does WWDC, and there's like some other ones too. You are going to see an explosion of this stuff where they're going to integrate AI into all of it. And there's a lot of controversy with Google right now because people are saying they are commandeering the internet in a really scary way right now, where Google is working on new search results that just sum up what you're looking for. So okay, I'm going to search for da 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 da, and it gives you a whole paragraph on like, all right, yeah, how you do it is this and this and this, and it's pulling those results from a bunch of different sites, but not linking you to the site. It's just pulling it so that you stay on the Google website,
and you don't click into the
site. And a lot of people are saying like, no, that's not the social contract we have with you, Google. Is like we make the stuff and you put it in your results, and it gets us traffic.
And we get to the thing,
yeah. We're not looking
just
for
taking
you.
our stuff and putting it on your website.
That
so you are going to. It's going to be an interesting year because you're going to see all this AI shit integrated into Siri now. Yo, Siri, I need a picture of me fighting a velociraptor and eating a Hot Pocket, and it'll just spit it out.
Yeah.
Well, have you guys seen like the Amazon one? Like,
no.
When you look at reviews on Amazon, it'll show you a summary of all that's all AI. Yeah.
Really?
And it's like, users of the this clothes steamer say that the clothes steamer works fast, but they do find that sometimes it takes a long time to heat up. And it's like, this description was written by AI. Like it'll tell you, it pulled that from all the million different reviews just to kind of give you a snapshot.
It's so crazy.
You're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff.
When we did the AI thing for Todd and Aaron, that was the end of 2023, two.
Well, and think about our live show too.
Yeah,
but had a lot of AI references
where it was then to where it is now is another dimension. Like it is so crazy now. Like and that's like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Like where is it going to be in a year and a half from now? Like who fucking knows, dude? This is like I've never seen this go so crazy.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
I pretty much don't use it and ignore it as a whole. I really don't fuck with it at all. I feel like it's,
if you don't, you're gonna get left behind. This is like what happened to our grandparents and our parents.
Well, no,
like, I'm not gonna get a computer. I'm not doing that, and then they're fucked.
Because I think I'm not actively using it, but it's in the background of shit I'm using, like Photoshop. I actually the other day I did the generative fill, and that fucking gave me a weird different chin, just for a PPS thumbnail. But it was like, I think this is the first time I've like known that I'm using AI, but I bet I've been using it just on other apps that are borrowing, machine learning.
Yeah.
And it's just going to integrate. So even if you're not like actively like, I'm using Grok to write my speech for this presentation,
Yeah, I just don't.
You'll be using
a lot of
it
it
in
is
the
like you're using AI without realizing you're using AI, which is a weird.
That's a weird
thing. I like it because I'm a part of the Hollywood elite. So
Sure.
I'm all for this.
Sign of the beast. Yeah.
Me and the other elites are really into it, but the normies like you guys probably don't like it.
True.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Hey, this is weirdly related to number one, YouTube videos and AI, but I could really recommend Connor O'Malley's new stand-up special that he just put on his YouTube. Is fucking awesome. I watched it today.
Okay.
I keep seeing clips. Yeah, have you seen a couple clips on like Twitter?
It looks hilarious.
It looks fucking based on those clips got me to like, oh, the shit. He put it on YouTube for free. Like, hell yeah, I'll check this out. It was an hour and it reminded me so much of our last live show.
Really?
The farewell tour.
which is on sale now.
which is on sale now.
Yeah. that's
But
right.
just had very striking similar themes.
Huh.
Okay.
And I could tell it was shot at the place we played in Brooklyn, which was at
Every
the,
place has
Oh, no
done that.
kidding.
the,
Yeah,
The
dude.
Bell House.
the Bell House.
Bell
Yeah.
House. We watched that.
It was shot there, and I'm just like, this is crazy. It's like the themes of this, and even the like, I've never seen a stand-up special with so much AV.
Yeah.
How's the
Going on.
audio in that special?
Yeah,
Yeah, how was the audio?
Oh,
good. It was
good?
It was
Oh.
great. No, it was
We
great.
got
There was a
posed.
lot of like dynamic camera movements too, where they had like a dolly shot in the back row over people's heads and
That's
stuff.
cool.
I just thought like I recognized the curtains in the stage. Like, how the fuck did they shoot so dynamic over that audience? But it was fucking mwah, chef's kiss.
Wow.
That's cool.
But very relevant to like everything we're talking about right now.
Huh.
Real quick before we move off of the tech subject, I did want to say, did you all see the Apple iPad commercial
Where they destroy
where they
everything?
crush all the
didn't.
stuff?
Yeah, I,
Yes.
I
Who
after
Who else had a take on?
it
did
was
anyone
hard
have-
for
yeah.
me to watch it through all the tears,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it was sad.
but
I watched that on the Apple presentation because I streamed that on here
uh-huh.
and didn't think anything of it. And then when I got online later, people were like, this hurt my soul to watch.
You destroyed these musical instruments and these paints.
Yeah. And I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think about that.
did they like issue an apology too?
They took it down and
And
apologized.
took it down.
Yeah.
It's a they hired an artist to make this. It's not. There's no ill will in
Yeah.
this dude's.
It was just smashing it all down and then it lifts up and it's
That's
all.
all
It all
I
fits in an
got.
iPad. Yeah.
That's all I took it. I do watch those hydraulic press videos on YouTube.
I like those.
I love
Yeah.
those.
Those are
So
good.
to me, I was like, oh, it's like that. Oh, cool. But then people took it as like, no, it's like
You're destroying art.
Yeah, it's like corporate. This corporation is crushing art into their product.
The
And I was like,
analog.
I never thought that.
Destroy the
But-
analog for the digital monolith.
Yeah, I don't know. To me, it held my attention because I was like, "Ooh, what are they gonna do with this?"
Yeah.
Oh, they're breaking it.
I want to see a trumpet smash into a piano full of paint cans.
Yeah,
It
I
looked
mean,
cool.
I didn't, but you know,
I think everyone is under a lot right now.
yeah.
Between this and our
No,
World.
no, and the Stellar Blade video and all that stuff.
it's
I
the
was like,
opposite.
man, people are under a lot right now, and
It's not an easy. It's not a fun time.
I'm not
No,
trying to be
it's the
insulting
op-
saying that. I just think like, man,
I
people
truly
are-
think it's the opposite. These people have too much fucking time
Oh,
on their hands, and they're giving too much attention to a fucking Apple commercial
yeah.
and a goddamn video game when they should be out stacking paper,
Stacking paper.
look maxing, lifting heavy weights.
That's my favorite job, stacking paper.
Yeah,
Stacking
they're,
love
they're
stacking
honestly.
paper, man.
I think they have too much fucking time on their hands, and they're spending it online whining.
Yeah. Well,
Well, yeah.
but yeah.
I'm not even talking about if they have a lot of time or not. Just
But it
mentally,
gets
there's a lot of things
Yeah,
that people are
yeah.
just real
Gets to
on.
'em.
I mean,
on a thin.
Right now, there's a
thin
real
wire.
kick of just videos from the '90s going around
Yeah.
because it's a time before
Ah.
2001.
Dawson's
Yeah.
Creek.
Yeah.
And
It's just like
The
that was like I think people
X-Files.
see as the last real time of innocence.
so good.
It's just like boomers think the 50s was
Yes.
the best time in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
It
But
is.
I also think, but with that though, I also think like people will, they'll go like, the 50s, and it's like there was some fucked shit happened in the 50s.
Yeah, tons. There's always
And-
fuck shit.
And it's like, people watch 90s stuff like, this simpler times. I'm like, there was fucking stress back then, bro. But it's always easier to look back, it's always easier or whatever. And I think the problem now is, I'm not saying anything's better or worse or whatever, but regardless of if it is better or worse, we definitely have way more avenues to feed into each other's feelings of, you know what I mean? Like you say one thing to me, that makes me nervous. When I say something back, that's making you nervous. You know what I mean? Like there's way more ability to share like fears and anxieties about things
Mhm.
that it's hard to quiet that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying that as like an insult to anybody.
No,
It's
no.
hard.
No, it's
like
true.
No,
with all of that going on, you turn on your phone, you get served 10 bad
Yeah.
things. It's like, are you
Yeah, the world's always been fucked up, and now it's just fed directly to you.
Yeah.
yeah.
The-
The
the
cycle is so
money.
much
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
It's
people
all
like have
negative.
said I've had people talk to me like, "Hey, you tell your fans that you don't read the comments. That's like not good for you." And it's like it's not good for me to read the comments. Like I'm just
Yeah.
being honest. Like,
yeah. I
that
didn't
is
do it on
bad
purpose.
for me, and I have learned that I can't do that. Like
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
not for me.
Yeah.
And if that makes some people upset with me, okay, sorry, but like for my mental health, I can't do that. But I had to learn that about myself.
Yeah.
And I think some people need to learn what they can and can't do. Just, you know.
But again, this is not in any way me saying that like I said, I'm not saying things are better or worse. And in fact, people are talking about in the chat, like a lot of inequality shit and like shit with money and stuff is fucked up in a lot of ways. And the gap is bigger than ever between the normal person and, you know, a CEO and all that stuff. Yeah. I'm not saying any of that is not real, but just in general, like nothing is made better by the cycle in which, you know, we feed back into each other's fears. That ain't helping either. You know, that's all I'm saying. So I think, with that commercial, I understand what people were saying. I'm not saying they're not valid, but I never even thought about that until I just saw that everywhere. I was just surprised. And like I said, I feel like a lot of people with all the AI shit happening and a bunch of other stuff where people are getting fired from the game industry like every 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
wild.
I know there are a lot of people out there feeling like shit. There's no place for me. I want to make art and there's no place for me. And then they see that commercial and it's like, here's all this art stuff. Okay, I get it. I guess, you know, and I might be speaking from not to sound like I went woke.
Damn, now you're making me want him to reenact the whole, like restart it. What, there was going to be
not to sound like California wokey.
There was going to be multiple of those commercials though,
if
right?
I was Apple, what I would do, legitimately, is I would air that commercial but just in reverse, and I would be saving all the stuff.
Yes.
Like,
guess what? It's all here, and it was fucked up, but we, the company,
all
Apple,
this stuff comes out of an iPad.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Samsung did their own response commercial?
They always do those.
Where everything's smashed up and the girl walks over to the guitar and tries to like still play.
Oh, they're playing on your fear, dude. They're playing to it.
What's funny is Samsung, listen, I'm not going to do Android versus iPhone thing, but what is funny is Samsung always has these rebuttal commercials like, no headphone jack? We still got it. Can't replace the battery on your iPhone? That sucks. And all of those things within a year are always like,
we got rid of the headphone jack.
They got rid of their jack and their battery, and then they wipe those comommercials off the face of the planet.
That's hilarious.
So that's what people are saying in the comments. They're like, knowing Samsung, next year they're going to smash a bunch of guitars.
Yep.
You know, now here's this thing we made fun of. Now what?
No Pro Tools. Sorry.
They have the Samsung Fold. Is that what it's called?
The phone,
the folds. You interested in the folding thing?
Don't care.
I've never been interested in the screen that
I don't care.
I feel like that's just
I kind of like it.
A recipe for disaster. I just see like that's gonna break eventually, and I don't know how to fix it.
It always still maybe they'll figure it out, but it always gets a seam.
Yeah, of course
always.
It does.
And I don't like it. And I don't need a screen that big in my pocket, folded, and then I unfold it.
It's the wrong aspect.
I'll take a big screen. Like I'm not against.
No, I have a big phone.
If they can get it good, because what I've seen, I'm like this bugs this thing in the middle. But if they can but how could they perfect it? I just don't physically know how they could do that.
I don't know.
No, they'll figure it out. Yeah. Eventually, they'll figure it out.
It's a gimmick we don't need, though. It's like they could figure it out, but
there's a lot of gimmicks that we don't need, Garrett.
But if it come out perfectly straight, like I have a phone like that, and then it's like, you have a fucking big ass iPad.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think that if they could make that look really good, it could be cool. But I just don't know how physically they would do that.
Well, that's I think in 10 years it's gonna be dope. But right now
I don't care.
And
I'll just wait. I'm not like I'll just wait till they announce it. Then I'll think it's cool or not.
Walked so the Switch could run. You know, it's one of those things where it's like the folding with the crease. Yeah, but now look what we got. We got this fucking amazing projector phone. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
I got that iPad, the new iPad Pro.
You fucker.
And on the I've been waiting. I know. That's what sold me on it.
Showing off his money.
I'm sorry.
That's what sold me on it. Is I was like, wait, I don't need a
sounding with the pencil.
I don't need a so I got the iPad and the pencil.
I saw your pencil.
You could engrave both. So on the iPad, I got I Am the iPad. That's a video that's in my favorites.
Yeah.
Go check it out. I Am the iPad. It's a bar mitzvah video.
Okay.
Some people will know what I'm talking about.
I'm not one of them.
And then the pencil, I was the other guys, there's some things that they're weird about you engraving and some that are not. And like you could put on your AirPods, you can't put cuck. But if you put cucked, that's fine.
Okay.
Something doesn't check for some reason.
Okay.
So I tried on the Apple Pencil. It looks like a rod. I was like, well, for sounding only.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's
got
fine.
it. It's engraved. I posted a picture and people thought it was Photoshop.
Oh.
But I wish I would have brought it up here. But yeah, for sounding only.
Well, I've seen it IRL. It does exist, everyone.
Okay.
That's
Anyway.
thick, by the way,
That,
too.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
that's advanced.
What gauge is
But
that?
it worked.
That's a high gauge.
It worked though.
Gauge
Like it
is
worked.
it?
Well, it works good on the iPad because now the new pencil you could squeeze it and it gives you like a whole menu of tools, which is cool. But then it also did fit in my
Come on.
dick hole.
Do we have a
Sorry.
goodies, Kevin?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Do we have Kevin? Can we
nothing
get the
I've never
goodies?
heard.
Can we get away from this?
pass
Goodies
out,
are behind you.
Yeah, they're right there.
Johnny's not feeling
Just
good.
pass out.
It's
Uh,
hot.
Do
It's so
you
hot in here.
do you start with like a DS stylus, or how when you get
Yeah,
into
okay,
sound?
we're done with this, Garrett.
Oh,
A lot of people not knowing what sounding is. Google sounding.
That's
No.
what I did once. It ruined my day. So if you want to ruin your day,
I
Go
got
right
a comment on my Instagram thing from someone we know in the YouTube or video whatever industry
Yeah.
that was like, Rocco, people are going to Google that.
Yeah.
And I-
Yeah.
it, like he said it with such authority, like, hey, just so you know, they're going to Google that. It's
Mhm.
like,
I did that. It was a bad experience.
and now we're making you do it.
There you go. You want to open that? Don't know what that
yeah,
is.
let me open this.
That looks a little ragamuffin.
Anthrax is coming back.
This
Yeah.
is our PO. Can I show? There's nothing I. Yeah,
No.
whatever.
Unabomber sent that one.
Send stuff to our PO box and we'll open it up on the show.
I got it.
Mega64 PO Box 713090, Santee, California 92072.
Yeah. Okay. What do you got?
Okay, this is from Ryan B, who says, Mega64, I felt like your haunted toy skeletons look was incomplete without a signature bandana. This is
Oh.
demonic crazy.
Oh my
Whoa.
Look at this bandana.
Dude, that's sick.
That is the bandana.
Wow.
Do you want me to get him?
Did we lose?
Yeah, we got
is
it.
that
right
Where
a-
is
here.
he?
Is he up here?
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
so.
I think so.
Did I
Cool.
fucking lie?
Did I
fucking lie?
That's
So
cool.
wait, have we never had the bandana for
No.
him?
Nope, never.
He was missing. He was not mint in box when we got him.
I think
No,
they put
he was broken.
Yeah.
I had to fix him. I fixed
Kevin-
him twice
Kevin
now.
fixed
Kevin's
saved
fixed him a couple
Yeah.
times.
Let's
I think
see.
he's downstairs, Johnny.
Yeah.
Hunter says they've been a huge fan for 15 years, but this is my first time seeing goodies. Thank you so much. I met you all at the Richard stop on the Last Laugh tour. I don't know what that's. Richard.
North Carolina?
Richmond?
Richmond.
Richmond.
Oh, okay.
Pop
Sure.
filter.
I mean, honestly, maybe I really do need glasses. I don't know. Well, here we go. Since Rocco is a huge fan of Final Fantasy, here are some cards. That's for you.
Spirits
Thank you.
Within? What you got there?
It looks like lightning
Oh,
from
hell
13.
yeah. Ooh.
Thank
Ooh.
you.
And then here is a indie horror movie. Automa? Maybe they worked on it? Let's see. I really.
Man, you are fucking old.
Can you read that?
Automa, where you look through the eyes of monsters to avoid detection. And for MagFest, we made these physical copies to look like a weird import game. There are also Steam keys inside if any of you are interested. So it's a game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Also, since I know Rocco's a huge Final Fantasy fan, there's goodies in there too.
That was
I guess
that.
that's the card.
That's the
Okay,
card.
cool.
Yeah.
From Hunter. Thank you, Hunter.
Thank you.
Yes, pack of cards is for Johnny. I'm confused now.
What?
What?
This is a pack of cards.
Are there more in there?
Is there more in there?
Ooh.
I think there is.
Oh, there's
Oh, there we go.
this.
Oh,
That was in the.
It's a holographic?
yeah. This is okay. Yeah, Cecil from Final Fantasy IV. That's
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
And the pack is for Johnny.
Thank God.
Who's on that,
break the
Johnny?
pack. Is
Who's
that what you
on
call
that?
them? Breaking
Lightning?
packs?
Thank God.
Should I crack it?
Oh, Cecil.
Kraken
Look,
packs?
Sean. Dark Knight Cecil, and then remember he goes into Mount Ordeals and all that, and he becomes Paladin.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Bust it open, Johnny.
Those of you concerned about my reading skills and my eyes, if you watch Record Club, you know I have trouble. I got trouble.
Oh,
So
do you have trouble?
I do.
Is that why you make the guest read?
If
I don't make the guest read. I usually do it.
Speaking of music, Sean, if you can hum me the Mount Ordeals theme right now, $1,000. $1,000. I'll take my iPad back. and
Mount
give you
Ordeal.
Ready?
That sounds like a tough
Mount
mountain.
Ordeals.
Johnny got a hologram.
Thanks.
Are you ready?
Show off the hologram, bruh.
Come on. He gave up.
You gave up. You could have got $1,000, Sean.
Oh.
Do 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 do.
I wasn't ready. I was about to do it. Do 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 do.
You're off.
Do 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 do.
See, Sean nailed
He
it.
is on.
Come on.
No,
I knew that.
How'd you do that, T?
$1,000 coming my way.
How did he do that?
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Rocco,
Did
you
I
gotta pay
lie?
him. Did I lie?
Fucking lie. Right.
Fucking lie.
What do you want?
What do you want?
You gotta pay him, bro.
All right. I'm going to do some plugs. We're at the halfway point. I'm going to do some plugs.
Pass out.
So hot, dude.
Hey.
I'm dripping.
Watch Mega 64 Day, our big
Yep.
stream event coming Tuesday, June 4th, 6/4. If you want to get cute, that's the day it is. 21 years of Mega 64. We're going to celebrate all day long. We have all kinds of stuff planned for that day. We're going on all kinds of adventures, filming fun stuff, chatting with you guys. Hang with us the whole day, June 4th, starting at noon Pacific. Stay tuned. We'll have a schedule and more stuff real soon. So stay tuned for that. Quick note too, Mega 64 Master Collection. Those of you guys who pre-ordered that and our tour Blu-ray and all that stuff, stay tuned. Any day now, that stuff's going out. We're staying tuned on that. They overnighted me the final discs for the Master Collection. Just like, we're gonna hit the button on like the last step of this shit.
You know what?
Is it good? And I looked and it was like, oh yeah, it's all good.
I think we got cocky's the wrong word. We got something because there was so much to pour through with this Blu-ray
So many.
that I think we underestimated the amount of time it would take just to make sure that it was all good.
Yes.
Just
because
to check the work.
Working on it, we planned ahead.
we were
Yeah.
ready.
Like I was working
Ready.
on it in September, like that it would be good to go and whatever by the end of the year, so it could go on sale at the beginning of the next year.
Yes.
And that work was done. We did that. It was, there was back and forth with like.
But I will say the amount of, if you watched everything on this Blu-ray, you will, days
Yeah.
of stuff are on this. So much stuff that we had to go make sure it was all good. So yeah, sorry.
You would literally have to sit there for 3 days.
That's crazy.
About 3 days
straight.
straight if you watched every piece of content in the box.
Wow.
That's insane.
But yeah, it was always like we delayed it for a little bit just to add
More stuff.
more stuff to it. So that was really what took the longest. But then, every now and then they would check with me on another thing on the disc, and it's like, oh, this one button didn't work. Like there was nothing that was like, oh, it's freezing, and then you got to do the disc over. There was nothing like that. It was just little paper cuts, just little that button didn't work. Well, if it had shipped, you could just hit the audio button and then the commentary would work that way. But we don't want that to be broken, so let's fix it. Okay. It was just these little things that normally a crew of 100 would probably go through pretty quick, but it was a couple of us that looked at that are having to do all these things. So because we're a small team. So anyway,
Well, soon.
but yeah, that's all done though. That's all in the past. But yeah, the tour Blu-rays are shipping soon as well. This should all kind of go around the same time as what it's looking like. But
Cool.
We'll keep everybody posted. We needed a little more time on the tour Blu-rays. That was already underway. We'll have them any day now. But that box set was so much stuff that no normal human could have perfectly gotten that out first try. So
I would have done it if it was just on me.
Well,
Hollywood
you did
Mhm.
go through a chunk of it
Yeah,
to see if there was anything.
that's true. I did do that. I got a fucking champ
And actually, that disc, I don't think there was ever anything wrong with it.
Contributed.
because of me.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. It was fucking. There were buttons. The disc with version 1 and 2. That's 2 full seasons of shit.
Yeah.
And there's so many buttons and stuff to make it work. That's what it was like. Oh God, this one. No wonder this got missed. There's 100 things here, but like version 3, there's a little less on that disc. Then version 4 is easy. That's just one movie on the
Yeah.
disc, So that stuff was easy, but there were so many things that could have gone wrong in the first couple discs. So
Yeah.
now we're just getting into the
The nitty gritty.
nitty gritty here. Sorry,
Which-
everybody.
It's hot as hell. I'm high as hell. Can we end the podcast?
Yeah,
Are we good on that, Johnny?
My goose is cooked.
Yeah.
We're going good.
Good night.
Wait, hold on.
Good night.
Meg, I
night.
feel bad. Was there anything you wanted to talk about that we didn't get
sorry,
to?
Meg.
Good night.
What?